Hey guys, it's us here, Mark Madman, with our 31st Madman podcast, your home for all the latest and hottest gaming and nerd culture news for the week and beyond. I'm Madman, and I'm going to be discussing the many topics for today's show with our panel, C Money and Doodle.
Hello.
So that sounded a bit aggressive.
Aggressive would be an understatement.
I feel like there's some type of feelings behind that introduction.
I assure you there are not.
So
Well, that was an awesome introduction.
it was a
very
great
passionate.
introduction. Super passionate. Super.
I am Doodle, you guys. And that over there is Mr. C Money.
That over there.
That thing
That
over
thing.
there.
That creature-like substance is C Money.
I was too far to the center.
No. That was lovely. Wow. That, you know what? I gotta
And that gentleman
hit up Lord
there.
Cognito on Iron Lords and tell him, yo, you ain't got shit on Doodle when giving introductions. Okay? I'm gonna clip this shit and send it to him like, yo, do it right. Okay, this is how you treat your guests.
You losers.
Oh,
You clowns. You
Yeah.
freaks.
Yes. Another week. Another Madman podcast.
That is correct.
Another podcast, another podcast,
Another podcast and another one. And another one. So,
and another one.
yes. So we had another week, and listen, we're feeling pretty good, right? We're doing pretty good.
Yep,
You're
we're
doing well.
fantastic.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, appreciate it.
we appreciate you
710
guys.
subscribers right now.
Yes. Thank you for subscribing.
Yeah. No, it's pretty exciting. So when was our last? So as of this recording, it's been 3 days, but we're actually going to be putting this up a little bit later.
Yes.
Well, when
So,
you're listening, it's
When you're
already up.
listening, it'll be about a week since we put out a video. So we only have 2 things up, but we recorded a bunch of stuff that's going to be going up between now and then.
Yes.
But one of the big things we have going on is our giveaway. Got to talk about it because it's super exciting because we are giving away a Nintendo Switch Lite
That is correct.
for Doodles.
For my birthday
Birthday
month.
Let's
It's
go.
kind of a reverse situation here. It's like it's your birthday month, so we're giving gifts to other people. Like we didn't even give her a birthday gift. You know what I'm saying? We were just like, just for you guys. No, that's not true.
That is not true.
course
You
she
guys
gets all
spoiled
you don't know what's
me.
behind the scenes.
She gets all the gifts because
Yeah.
love her.
You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely.
And I get lots of love.
That's right.
And I appreciate
So,
you guys too.
ooh, wow.
You
That's
guys are
beautiful.
awesome. The best. I have the
See?
best family, you guys.
Oh,
Aw.
Best hubby, best kids in the world. I'm very blessed. And I'm very grateful to get older with you guys.
Aw.
I'm sure your kids love you a lot.
Get older
That's-
with me.
Yes, but
You don't get older with them. They just see us
they
get
see
old.
us getting older.
Like they just
so,
watch us
yes.
get old.
I mean, I'm not confirming whether I'm their child or not. You know? I'm Madman. I'm an anonymous identity.
And this is Madman's podcast.
and we're not welcome. So, yes. Okay, we have the giveaway going on. It's been going pretty cool. One of the fun things that I really enjoy that we did was anytime you see this word giveaway in the title, and then you see the little badge on the thumbnail that says giveaway, in that video, there is a secret word that if you go ahead and email that to us over on MarioKartMadman@gmail.com, you're going to get 10 extra entries into the giveaway. And that, my friend, is dope.
It
Especially
is.
to see how many people do it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
You guys know out there.
Pretty
you
rad.
know you've
You know
been
who you
sending these messages.
But yeah, so we've been having a good time. We did Dead Space, which
Oh my
was
gosh.
Dead Space
Callisto
remake,
Protocol
the
versus
legendary
Dead
horror
Space.
game brought to a
Yeah,
new
that was
generation.
intense.
I
Huh? What
gotta
was that,
say,
Madman?
she said it. She admitted
What?
that she liked Dead Space better than Callisto.
Well,
Well,
I was
makes
in the
sense.
hype All right.
Uh-huh.
And I have not
Played Callisto.
played in a while, yes, because like I had said, The Last of Us is like
So good.
it's such like a slow-paced game in comparison,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Last of Us over here.
Yes, it's stunning. It's a great game, but
So
it's
good.
not like you're not in constant what's coming and surprised and thrilled and like
Mm-hmm.
just freaking out, man. We were freaking
Yeah,
out.
freaking out. It's so good. It's so good. So was we also did Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, that
Which
was better than I thought it was going to be. Like,
yeah, it's
I don't
so
know
good for
what I was
me.
expecting, but I wasn't expecting it to look that way.
So I heard that you can actually go rogue and become like a Voldemort and like just commit crimes and start attacking the school and like that and become like an evil wizard and stuff.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can.
There's
do
that
if you
much
really want.
freedom in the game?
Yeah, apparently it's like
So
GTA.
what I
you know?
need what
Be
I need to
evil.
know is whether Doodle is going to play it again.
Ooh.
Part 2, y'all, to be continued.
Man, I think C Money didn't get much of a chance to like get some playtime. So maybe we'll do one more
One more. Okay.
because it's stunning. It's
But it's not your cup
it's
of
not
tea
my
100%.
yeah, because it's just not in my lane because it's kind
Well,
of
we
like
know your lane is horror now.
no, it's not.
I'm gonna
no,
start
it's
really
just
is.
finding the most obscure
Animal
horror games.
Crossing, okay?
no.
Oh my god, no chance. You probably go to that thing and you just try to like, how can I murder these creatures?
No.
How can I get them to behead each other? Yes.
Doodle has to play Resident Evil 2 2019.
Well, she's gonna play
Ooh.
Resident Evil 4 for sure.
Oh, well, yeah, then she should play
When
2
we
and 3.
get it at
Even if it's
our
not a
door.
lot, at least give them a shot. And then
Alright.
And it
4
won't
remake.
be a snore.
All right, see?
Now
Resident
I'm
Evil
going
2
on
was
tour.
amazing.
Oh my god. Who's gonna
3
take you
was
on
a snore,
tour?
actually.
Madman, have you been
Madman.
listening to this?
Madman's
This is-
taking me on tour.
Uh-huh.
All right.
What do you say, Madman?
Resident Evil 2 was actually amazing. 3 was the one that was just okay.
Yeah. No, nobody said it's not. Of course, 2 is good and 3 was good.
So have you played 4, the one that's coming out?
I
or
played a
is
tiny
this-
bit on the GameCube, but not like into it because it's the GameCube.
Yeah,
But, you know,
I get
They
that.
need to remake part 1, dude.
they already remade it.
No. I don't mean that booty ass shit. I'm talking about real remake.
Remake it.
Remake. For the newest stuff.
The third remake is going to be like The Last of Us where they remake it 3 times. Oh, you like the original? How about we remaster that? Hey, let's remake that. $70.
Now you get it. So remember, in order to enter the giveaway, you have to go to our shorts feed. You have to go check out this video right here. Doodles B-Day month. Do it.
Now, you guys, I can't stress enough the fact that you have to make your YouTube account public so that we can
Yes.
confirm that you are indeed a subscriber.
And when we say
So
public,
we mean that we
we
can.
mean this.
Yes.
See, we can go to channels and we can look
And
see if
find.
we're in there.
Yep.
And
there we go.
are. So he's in. See that? So he is
Exactly.
in. If I can't do this, then who knows what's going on? You know what I'm saying? We don't know.
So we just have to be able to confirm.
That's it.
That's
all you
it.
gotta do.
It's that
And then-
simple.
And then just follow along. Look, see? Drop happy birthday like these nice people have done.
Thank you, Dylan, if you're listening.
And then
I
go
appreciate
ahead and
it.
tell us why
Thank you,
should
Danny.
win a swish. A swish?
Thank you. What?
A swish.
Swish it out.
Ooh, see, I just tricked you.
Dr.
All this time,
Seuss.
they thought we were talking about
Dr.
Nintendo
Seuss book.
Switch. No, it's a Nintendo Swish.
Bro.
Sorry.
It's a knockoff from
Sorry.
Ohio.
So, needless to say, just hop in there.
Oh, goodness.
And look, the chances are good to win, man. You got a
Yeah.
real chance. Like this is not a joke. We're not saying, man, hopefully we can go get one. We have it in our possession.
Can you imagine? Hey,
Like-
guys, listen.
Like we have it. It exists for sure. For sure. Where is it? Right there. Look at it. It's there. This is in our house. Why is he doing it? I don't know. Oh, there it goes.
There we
See
go.
that? We have it. This is not some studio in the forest. This is just our basement. Oh man. So yeah, we have it. Do the right thing. Just do it.
And I am so excited.
Woohoo!
Yes. To talk about Purple Berry.
Uh-oh.
Man.
Where is it? Where is it? Right here.
Yes, super proud. Big shout out to Purple Berry, 749 subscribers.
749. That is
that is
interesting. That is
I told you
interesting.
guys that she has a great channel, that it's a special channel to check it out. You guys should check it out. And if you guys have not, go check out her channel.
Dude, these are some of my favorite things.
Yes,
right
they
here.
really
Hold on.
are.
I just got to put it on real quick.
You gotta-
Hold on. I love these fucking things this year.
You don't know pain, man. Hey, Mickey.
All right. You ready? You ready? Read it for us, see? Read it for us.
You don't know pain, man.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's so fast.
What's that sound?
That's just short. All right. I'll
Exactly. That's what I love.
Oh my god.
You don't know.
Put the other one on. This
Which
is
one?
awesome.
Which one is it?
That, oh my gosh. That one's
This one?
like, oh yeah.
Man, this
damn.
this is
that
so
one's,
fucked up, but it's so funny.
it's so funny.
You want to go to the beach with me? No thanks. It's okay, Todoroki. Trash doesn't belong in the ocean anyway. Yo, that's so fucked up. That's so fucked up. Yo.
That's so messed up. I was like, oh, that's
That's really bad.
That's pretty funny.
Oh
I
my
mean, it's
God.
true. Ochako's overrated.
Oh my god.
man.
So funny.
But again, guys, you got to check out her channel. It's freaking awesome. I have so much fun
Yeah.
watching her content,
Yeah, it's good.
and I'm so proud of her.
Yeah, super dope.
Purple Berry.
She has so much stuff.
Yes.
She is a content machine.
Like, she just squirts out content like it's nothing, bro. Like, she does a lot of hard work, you know?
She is a beast. Yo, that's just still going, 19K? Jeez.
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot we're doing a podcast. I'm just scrolling through
We're about to
freaking-
watch.
to start watching her things.
There's going to be hours.
Needless to
All right, are we ready
say,
to start the podcast now?
If you're not one of the 749 or the 710, hit the subscribe button,
And ring that bell.
ring the bell, join the giveaway. It's fun
I
times.
mean, it would be silly not to, honestly. Like, come on, just do it, bro. Do it.
Yo,
Dare
your
you.
chances of winning a Switch will never be higher in your life.
No, I agree.
Just saying.
All right.
All right, man, take us to the promised land.
If the promised land looks like wizards and hills, then you're right.
What
So-
the
Streamers are getting harassed endlessly Streamers are getting harassed endlessly by the hateful part of the trans community for playing the amazing game that is Hogwarts Legacy. Due to J.K. Rowling's transphobic remarks, the trans community has been against all things Harry Potter, and the hit video game seems to be their latest target. This isn't to say all trans people are like this, but there are a group of trans people that are not being cool and harassing people for playing this game. We understand that J.K. Rowling has, said things that are a little suggestive, but that doesn't mean that these people can't play this game and appreciate the game for what it is. An excellent piece of art and an excellent piece of gaming. What do you guys have to say about this?
I agree with you 100%, Madman. I feel that everyone, as I have stated before, everyone has the right to feel how they feel and to have their opinion without getting trashed, right?
Yeah.
And what they're doing is not right. So just because you didn't like something, you don't get to throw a tantrum, be a bully, and harass people. Because then aren't you complaining that you are not being treated properly? And you're going ahead, and the moment something happens that you're not okay with, you're gonna go ahead and do the same thing to others.
I love how these people were like saying how like Dave Chappelle was coming after them, but now that they're going after these people
What
because they
was
want to
the
play video
word
games.
that was being said? Like punching them. That Chappelle was
The punching down.
punching down on them. But like somebody was playing the game and they were harassed to the point that
So-
they had like a
Mental breakdown on them.
yeah
So I
on
wanna-
camera.
I want to be clear and, not confuse the situation. Obviously, we're not talking about any group of people as a whole.
No, not
So
at all.
These
The people that
who are doing this
this.
are just so happen to be either trans or whatever.
I think you guys already.
But the point
understand.
is
But
that
basically,
the point
yeah.
is that we're not talking about them as a whole. We're talking about the bad apples, right?
Yeah.
Just like on the other side of the fence, when anybody does something, there's bad apples who go out there and do these bad things. They don't define a group. They don't speak for everyone. So this is not you guys look at what you guys are doing. That's not what we're saying.
No,
We're talking
we're
about the
talking
people
about the
who are
people
choosing to
doing
be
this.
assholes
The
to
bad
other
trans
people
You
just
guys
because they're
that
using
are
it
going
as a
online,
stance.
exactly.
And that's not cool. It's not cool. There's people who want to play the game that have no idea what's going on in the background with the trans community or J.K. Rowling. I mean, the honest reality for most people is J.K. Rowling is kind of like, who the hell is J.K. Rowling anymore?
That is true.
Like nobody cares about J.K. Rowling anymore. They just know Harry Potter, right? That's just what it is. She's been kind of thrown out of the public eye, right? So Hogwarts Legacy doesn't even say Harry Potter in it, right? So you already have to be a fan to even know what it's about in any meaningful way.
Well, I think anyone could put together that Hogwarts, Harry Potter. I don't think people are stupid. But
Well, if you don't know Harry Potter, then you wouldn't know Hogwarts, right?
I mean, you could probably just look at it. Like I don't know. Like Hogwarts is. I
No,
think
you
Harry
can't.
Potter's at a
There's
point where people
nothing-
just
there's
know
nothing
when
about
it's Harry
it.
Potter.
If you don't know Harry Potter, then you don't know Hogwarts. That's it. The only people who know what Hogwarts Legacy is are the people who are familiar with Harry Potter. Now that's millions of people, as evidenced by how much it sold. It was on the top of the Steam charts even before the game came out. So people
Pretty
are
sure the book's like the
definitely
biggest
buying
book
it.
franchise in history or something like that, or something like that.
Yeah, but that doesn't really say too much, right? Because it's a book franchise, right?
Well, that's how it started.
So yeah, but what I'm saying is that that doesn't really hold water like today in this world. Like books are not the rage.
Well, the movies were some of the highest grossing
You know what I'm
as
saying?
well.
Like movies, things like that. Those are what bring in the big bucks. That's what everybody goes to see. There's a market for books, but it's nowhere near the level of,
I agree,
Mhm.
but I
Really
mean, have you
anything else.
tried reading a Harry Potter book?
oh no.
I
No.
have. I think a lot of people have to grow up reading Harry Potter. Like it's like Pokemon. If you didn't grow up with Pokemon, there's a high chance you're probably not going to get into it as an adult.
High chance.
Yeah.
Super high chance.
Yeah, but it's much easier to watch the movies or get into something like that, especially if
Visual media.
it's also more condensed, right, with time.
So watching God, son of a reading. I'll get to it.
Playing, watching.
Reading is the closest to playing a video game that there is.
Detail wise.
Because you're active, right?
Mhm.
Like you have to choose to read the next word and you
Mhm.
have to choose to kind of try to figure it out.
Or
Whereas
picture it in your
on-
mind.
On a TV, when you're watching a show or watching a movie, it's just kind of you just sit there and take it in.
Yeah.
So I get where there's a lot of people who like to, read the stories because they can kind of take it in at their own pace and think about it and, kind of.
Well, it's not just that; it's just the detail, the that goes into a book. Everything
It
is
can go into a book.
yes, everything's so well described. You kind of imagine everything in your own version of it, right?
Mm-hmm. I
So
agree.
that's the difference. But like, this is such a big deal. Did you guys think that it was gonna go this far as to like
No, I just thought they'll give
trying
up after a
to
little bit.
stop people
I mean, I knew
from
people were
really
pissed
playing.
about it,
Yeah,
but I thought it was just kind of like it was
Like,
over.
oh, look at them. They're so upset, you
I
know?
thought so
But
too.
now it's like they're taking matters into their own hands and not in a good way. So, you know.
Well, and to be clear, like it's not just when you say stuff, you gotta make sure you're not talking about them. It's not trans people. It's anybody
many
who
of them?
feels there's
No,
there's
what-
people who are not trans who are
Yeah,
upset
honestly, there's
about
people who
this
have said that they're
because-
trans and they're like, I'm supporting this game and stuff like that. Like, I'm very aware that they're not all the same.
No,
Obviously.
but that's
That
not
is
what I'm
the
talking
point.
about. I'm talking about there's people who are upset and don't want to play the game who are not trans, who
Yes.
just don't want to support that type of thought process or behavior that J.K. Rowling.
No, when
is,
I'm
is,
saying
tied up
them,
in.
I'm talking about the people harassing other people, the people bullying people that are playing this game.
Yeah, we just got to be
Because they
careful when we
made
speak
the
about
choice-
it because we want to be
Yes,
clear.
of course, I appreciate that. But because somebody made the choice to go and spend their money to play this game that a lot of people with families, right, worked on this game, right? A lot of money went into this game. And like
And it's dope.
it's a really good game.
So good.
It's a really good game. It's not my first pick of game to play, but it was much more than I expected.
It has
it
less
to
to do
be.
with the game and more to do with the
Exactly,
type of game.
Exactly. So, I don't know. It's just disappointing that people are getting harassed for making their own choice. And that's the other thing. Like having a different opinion than someone else, it shouldn't come with like insults, right? It's like you state your opinion and, oh, I understand that, but this is how I feel. And then, like, if you have something else to say, you can say something else. But like, people go. I remember Madman made a short about God of War, and somebody wrote like, "Die and freeze in hell."
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah,
what
I
does
don't know.
that have to do
That's a
with his
sense of humor.
opinion about God of War? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's so much. Like, okay, it's a different opinion than yours, and you can say something if you want, such as, I hear you, but this is how I feel, or I disagree. But
I don't know. That stuff doesn't bother me personally like
No, I
that.
get
but for
that,
other
but
people, I can
I'm just
understand.
using it as an example of
Yeah.
how
It's just this
Like, that's
keyboard
not
warriors who like
okay.
to talk shit and write ridiculous shit on a keyboard in their home. But you probably walk outside and talk to them and think they were like the nicest people
yeah.
because they're fake and phony. But then they go home and they let out all their frustration on the world through their internet.
I suppose.
Yeah.
I think that people just need to be a little nicer when they speak and understand that everybody has the right to say what they want to say as long as they're not like insulting or like belittling anybody else. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Yes. Ooh,
Well,
that was a discussion, all right, you know?
that it was.
Shall we move on to the next topic?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, Frozen 3, Zootopia 2, and Toy Story 5 have been all confirmed to be in production. Bob Iger announced this during the Q1 earnings call, in which he revealed multiple projects taking advantage of Disney's unrivaled brands. I don't know. I mean, Frozen 3, it was a given. Zootopia 2, that could be great. Toy Story 5, why? Like, why though? The first three were perfect. 4 was bleh. Lightyear was just pure garbage. They're just running this series through the mud to try to scrape out every little dime they can get. And it's not even that like the stories are getting more quality. If anything, they're getting worse. What do you guys have to say about this?
Listen,
You're wrong,
Madman,
bro.
I agree with you 100%.
Look at that. Doodle's on my side.
Doodle
I
is
was the best
agree.
also
one.
wrong.
With
Toy Story 3 was the perfect conclusion.
Wow.
I agree with Madman 100%. For sure.
4 was unnecessary.
It
3
really
had
Wow.
probably the
It
most
really
perfect
was.
Look at
ending
this slander.
I could ever picture in a movie. And 4 just had to add on that Bonnie was just a piece of garbage, and now Andy thinking that she's a good person, and after she guilted him to give it to him, now his little buddy is in a closet somewhere. And after that, he goes on his whole adventure with Forky, which I like Forky, but like they have Bo Peep there, and I mean that was cool and all, but like she was like a whole different person in like the flashbacks. They gaslight us and make it feel like she always was strong instead of becoming strong. They didn't focus on developing her character. They just wanted to make us feel like she was always that character. And that's where they got lazy with the writing and the development.
Really did.
And that's why I think that it's such a shitty
really
movie. But
They really did.
Still, the movie itself, at least I like the ending. It gave Woody's arc a good conclusion. Lightyear, I don't even know what I watched. Don't even tell me to explain it. So Toy Story 5, I mean, like it. Obviously, Toy Story 4 didn't work that great. It was, and even like villain, Gabby, like you got Lotso, who was a great and compelling villain, who was evil the whole time, but still had a compelling layer to him that made you understand. Gabby was just, oh, you thought I was a bad guy? No way, I'm actually a good guy. Oh, okay. And yeah, no shit. Like, it wasn't intriguing. The characters like Duke Kaboom or all the other new characters they thrown in were not interesting or exciting in any way. Apart from Forky, which is,
loose.
I like Forky, but other than that, honestly,
somebody
5,
let him
no
go
reason to
wild.
exist other than money. So yeah, what do you guys think about that?
I agree. Toy Story 4 unnecessary.
All I'm hearing is two people going back and forth. I'm just sitting here.
Go
listening
ahead,
to
see.
this
Why don't you go
nonsense.
first? Go ahead.
Because first of all, Toy Story 4 was a banger.
Okay.
It was not the best Toy
And this
Story.
is why you're not
3
allowed
was
to
better.
talk.
3 was the best. It was peak
It
Toy
was
Story.
amazing.
Peak animation, peak fiction.
Okay. First of all, it was the best looking Toy Story
Okay,
movie.
looking,
For
yeah, no
sure.
shit.
Yes,
it came out
of
9
course.
years
They
after
wait-
Toy Story 3. Of
Okay.
course it looks better.
Well,
They
guess what?
wait like 10 years before they make another
but
one.
not 5. They're like,
And
oh,
that's great.
it's the 2 days
So-
that
Well,
passed.
that's too
Gotta
rushed.
hit that
Have you
button.
seen freaking Tim Allen and what's the other
Sorry
one?
on Tim Allen and Tom Hanks now?
The Tom Hanks.
This is blasphemy. Oh my
Have
gosh.
you seen them? They're like super old. And
Listen.
I love
Don't say
Tim
I didn't
Allen.
warn you guys. You're going to see mad
I
subscribers go down
love
after this.
No,
Tim Allen.
and it's sadly that all
Ah.
the like the actors passed away. Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head are dead. The army men are dead. The Lotso dead. They're all dead.
What?
So like you're gonna have to strip out half the cast.
Now I know
anyway.
what these people felt like who were trying to stream.
See, but that's the thing. That's
I'm just getting bullied over here.
well, go ahead.
Non-stop. I tried to talk for 3 seconds. It got shut down. I tried. Said 3
Bruh.
words. It was like, go delete yourself. You know
No
words for
one
you.
said anything mean
No
to you.
words for
All right,
you.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll be the
C.
first.
Okay.
But you don't start
Toy
with
Story
nonsense
4
about how it
was
was
amazing.
great.
Okay.
You got 5 minutes
First
to
of
explain
all,
why
first
the
of
story
all-
was significant, its impact, how it improved from the other movies, and was overall a good film on its own. Go.
Okay. Great.
Wait,
Easily.
calm down.
Number 1, graphically.
Yeah,
amazing.
no shit.
superior.
That's a
Hey,
given.
hey.
It's Pixar.
You said, tell me how it was better.
It's Pixar.
Sit
Of course
back.
it looks better.
Then, very easily, they finally gave these characters real character.
Wow.
Not this
oh my God.
cartoon
Wow.
baby bullshit
I
that
looked
Madman
over
wishes
that.
he
I
could still
forgot
watch.
about
where
Buzz
he was
Lightyear because I knew I was going to get pissed. They
a little
ruined his
child
character.
watching it.
It was
He wants to
ruined.
live in that lifestyle still.
I don't think so.
I would
No.
put on Toy Story 1 for
You know
him and
what?
give
I'm
him
just
a
getting
baby
pissed all over
bottle.
again. I'm getting pissed all over
Okay.
again. No.
Sorry that you can't understand more
No.
mature concepts.
Thank you for
in
bringing
an
the character.
animated
Really,
movie.
mister?
I
Oh my gosh, can we
completely
watch
forgot.
Encanto tonight? Can we
Encanto's
watch
amazing.
Frozen?
No.
Oh, amazing. You're
I
just
watched Toy
naming
Story
bombs.
like 80 times.
That's the thing. I completely forgot
But
about Buzz
not for
Lightyear. Let me
anything
just explain
significant.
why
All
Buzz
right,
Lightyear
I'm
is a
gonna
piece
tell
of
the
shit
truth right now.
Look,
Best
look,
movie of
look.
all time made by Disney.
The first Toy Story.
Winnie the Pooh.
Uh-huh.
What?
Most
What?
clever, most amazing movie. Winnie the Pooh. That's
Winnie
it.
the Pooh's mid.
Get her.
Everything else is
Madman.
garbage.
Get her, Madman. Go attack her.
Winnie the Poohist. But no. Buzz Lightyear.
Oh,
Buzz
that was
Lightyear. How they
horrible.
ruined
But
that
let's-
man.
but let's
He has
go
such
into-
an excellent
let's
character
finish Toy
arc.
Story.
But you know what they did with Toy Story 4? Shit on it. The first movie,
Oh
he
my
came to
God.
terms with his humanity. He realized that maybe he was just not this great almighty and that he was just a toy. But he was okay with being a toy because he had a purpose to serve a child. The second movie, it expanded on that. When he had to save Woody and make Woody come to realization with the facts that he had to face himself. And then they both ended up coming to terms with it and having a stronger bond than they ever did. And that made Buzz grow in his leadership and expanded and explored the relationship between them. Toy Story 3, it didn't do numbers to his character, but it reinforced all the themes he had and kept his passion for his friends and family, and that they're a unit and they stay together. And as long as they're together, they have everything they need. Toy Story 4, what would Woody do? What would Woody do?
Oh my gosh,
What
that
would
was
Woody
so
do?
annoying.
Okay.
Come
It's
on,
like,
inner
Buzz,
voice.
come on.
What would
First of
Woody
all,
do?
I think
Oh my
that's the
God.
biggest thing because Buzz Lightyear is one of my favorite characters in Toy Story, right? Obviously,
Mhm.
he's a G.
Yes.
But this is the problem. How can you take away his genus?
He made him a
right?
moron.
They didn't.
Literally.
They really did. What
They
would
really
Woody
didn't.
do? Like he had no identity other than like
He's
what
Woody's
would-
friend. That's
yeah,
it.
like that was ridiculous. Guys, come on. There's no way. Like it was so bad. And Forky,
really
a
wasn't.
freaking fork with like wires coming out and Play-Doh. Like it
Yeah,
was
the funny is
That was a part
I
that
liked
was
Forky.
Yeah, yeah,
That was
they
the
made
one
that
part
for
that I
Mad
really
Men.
liked about it.
they made Forky for Madman. Okay, because right there as he's watching his little fork, right, and he has his little baby bottle next to him, he can enjoy that.
That's
But and let the grown-ups watch the rest of the movie.
what movie? The movie was
Listen,
trash.
first of all, it wasn't.
It
Oh my
was
okay?
trash
God.
overall.
First of all,
as
it
a whole.
showed. It
All the movie was
showed.
forgettable except the ending.
Yeah, see what you don't remember or realize is that Buzz
Was
is
always a piece of shit.
huge friend of Woody.
Uh-huh.
Okay, they are best friends.
Yeah.
Their relationship
So he had
has
no
grown
identity.
over the. It has
Because of
nothing to
it.
do with identity.
You can't find and figure
He
things
has
out on your own.
respected. He knew what the thing
Also,
what
he
happened to
felt that
Woody.
Woody was better than him, so
Has
he
nothing to
was
do with being
wondering
better.
what Woody would do.
He just wanted to not be the one to say shit and not know how Woody was gonna deal with this whole thing.
Woody's
Woody-
not there.
Listen, exactly.
It's time to take charge.
Listen,
Woody's gone.
I feel I'm
Move
seeing two
on.
sides of it. One, Madman is sad because Woody was not the superhero in
Yes.
in the story like
Okay.
he was
He
in 1
was
through
the
3.
focus.
Okay, and then I feel you're upset because Buzz was not whatever you built him up to be in your mind.
You shut
So
your mouth.
how about this?
See money.
How about they just gave them actual personalities and not cartoon character personalities?
Actual
Oh my
personalities. You know
gosh.
how much growth and emotional development they had over the course of 3 movies? That was
Okay,
perfect.
says you. Okay,
That's
because
just
those
fact.
3 movies were literally children's movies.
Toy Story
Okay,
4
no, no,
is a
no, no,
children's
no.
movie.
No. They were children's movies.
Oh,
Story-
our
No,
children's
no,
No,
they're
no,
not.
movies.
They're
no,
not.
I'm not
They
that.
really
See money.
are.
See
Nope.
money. See money. See money. See
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
Hold on. Just stop for a second.
Sure.
If Toy Story 3 was really a children's movie,
Huh?
then how was it nominated for Best Picture at the 2010 Oscars?
Because there's a bunch of madmans who are on that board voting. Saying, oh my God, we almost lost him.
In the
What? He
film's
survived."
in the Academy's 100 plus year history, 3 animated movies have been nominated for Best Picture. Toy Story 3 being one of them.
Wow.
So yeah,
Oh,
No, Toy
man.
Story 3 was really good.
it was a masterclass of animation.
It really
It was
Oh, you
definitely the
were
best one.
crying when they were
I
gonna
cry
like,
over
go,
any
you
sad
really
movie,
do.
bro. Come on.
Freaking
Let's not
meltdown.
start
I
making
cried during
bars of
Jumanji.
me crying equal some type of quality level. Okay? I was
Oh my
crying over some other
gosh.
stupid shit that we saw
He
too.
cried
lately.
during Coco Melon.
All right. So
Coco
let's fall down. Let's fall back a little bit. So, yes, needless to say, okay, the reality is Toy Story 4 was amazing. We had a whole discussion back in the day when we first was recording these podcasts.
Yeah.
We were at the dining room table
Yes.
on on one phone recorder in the middle of the table before we had our whole setup, right when we 1st
Mhm.
started. And we had an epic conversation where I laid out all the facts.
Oh my gosh.
But it
Oh my
wasn't
God.
recorded.
It wasn't. Oh
You
damn.
lost.
What they did
Oh,
not
damn.
record it.
They
They
gaslighted
did
us from the
not
opening
record it.
sequence. They moved the driveway from the right to the left.
That's such a madman thing to say. Oh my God, the artist moved it from one side
I'm
to the
sorry,
other.
that is such a
Because
cap out. They were like,
it
we
didn't
have so
make
much
any
attention.
sense.
This is Pixar. They have so much attention to detail. Meaning they mess up one thing.
They didn't mess it
One
up.
thing.
It was a choice.
One
They
thing.
did mess up, and this is how.
And it's still, but I believe it was
all-
remodeled.
No.
They remodeled it. 100%.
Did we not go over the fence and the tree and a
They can
bunch of
move
other
all those
stuff?
things. Trees can be moved.
Okay, but not a house.
Houses can absolutely be moved.
The whole thing got picked up and put somewhere else.
They can just shake them.
Exactly. So
Shake 'em and shift
there we
'em.
go. Spoken like a true baby.
Okay, but you guys are talking about a house location. What does this have to do with the feeling and the emotions of what's
started this
happening?
conversation. You were talking about that conversation we had, and it had to do with that.
Bo Peep. Yes. Okay, let's get into Bo Peep. Let's get into Bo Peep.
Sure.
So you're upset that a character who was barely in any of the movies was now made and given some girl power situation.
Oh my god! Oh
No,
my
that
god!
is
She
not
started
how
to
I
You're
feel
not doing this.
strong
Not
as
to be
a
like,
woman.
she's a super strong female now. That's not what the problem
That's
is.
what I'm
I was
hearing.
perfectly fine with her being strong and whatnot in the movie, but it's a problem. Is that in the opening sequence they gaslight you? They make you feel like she's always been that way.
But we never saw
The
that.
problem is that instead of actually taking the time to have her grow as a character, they instead want to just act like she's always been that way, so they don't have to write an actual arc for her.
let's see.
Exactly.
Let me hear this through.
You know,
though.
Doodle agrees.
No. Okay. Oh, whoa. Doodle agrees. Facts are being laid
That's
out.
right. That's
Facts are
right.
being laid out.
Dude,
She
always
is
spoken.
going
man, hold
crossing,
on.
buddy.
Let me hear it. Let me hear all of the time you spent with what's her name?
Bo Peep?
Bo Peep.
In
Yeah,
Toy
all
Story
the
1.
time you spent with her. No, I want to see all the time you spent with her that confirms 100% without a shadow of a doubt that she was not any type of confident,
did
In Toy
strong
Story
woman.
1, though, I mean, the first Toy Story, she was
Okay.
like, maybe I have someone else watch
Okay,
the sheet
because she
tonight.
has the hots for
Yeah.
Woody.
And so like that. And they keep flashing it back and forth between
Uh-huh.
Andy's house and Sid's house. And then she's like, oh, Woody, if only he knew how much Eddie really
I got
loved
it.
you.
So you have
And
no idea how the man and woman relationship dance can work.
He wasn't there. She talked daintily. She talked
so
talked
she
like an
talks
older
daintily.
woman.
She
No,
can't
it's-
be a
Operation
strong
Pull Toy.
woman.
That's how she
No,
spoke.
that's not
So
what
basically, they
it
have to look
showed
like the
you.
girl from what's
I
the
don't know.
casita? What's the fuck?
Encanto?
Encanto.
What?
So if they don't look like that big hulking the lady from
Are you talking
Encanto,
about
the strong,
Luisa?
yeah,
You're
the
so
strong one.
off.
If
Bro,
she
he's
doesn't
an
look like that and
extremist.
act like
They
that,
have to be
then
bulky,
she has to be weak.
giant, humongous, and emotionally flawless females in order to be strong. Like, geez, I cannot believe this. She could be a little weak in the beginning, but she becomes strong. Just like
But
how a
he's
man can
saying,
start weak and
okay,
become
so this
strong.
is the situation. and the
Feminism
reality
isn't
of it.
perfect female. It's female with substance. That's true feminism. And that's what a lot of people
Okay,
miss.
man.
So listen, this is the problem. They did go a little like far off from the way they portrayed her in the beginning. And I understand that she was, what did they say? She got lost or she fell out the window or
No, she
How
got
do they-
sold.
that's how they feel that part?
Yep, she got sold to like some random guy, and she was taken to an antique shop. And then Woody, she was like, there's a empty spot in the box and stuff like that. And then they're like, Woody, come on. And then Woody's like, let's go, boy. And then
Man,
Andy's
just to let you
like-
know, that doesn't sound the way you think it sounds.
So
What you're
the
saying
whole
is
point-
not
I
a
think
thing
that-
that's a win. What you're trying to say is that because she likes Woody and was playing up the idea of Woody and trying to make him feel like a man or whatever she was
What?
trying to do to make him feel good to get what she wants, which is a relationship with him or to be happy with him. Because she was doing that, you're making it seem like that defines her as weak. Oh,
No.
her being with Woody has
No,
nothing to
that's
do
not
with.
what I'm
No,
trying to
that's
get. That's
exactly
how
what
Woody
you're doing,
considered
man.
Calling her
leaving Andy.
persuasive and
He
a
considered
liar.
leaving
She's
Andy.
not what
you're
she has to
saying.
do.
What
Get
a
what she
piece of
wants.
That's
shit,
some sneaky
dick
bitch
move
shit.
to ditch Andy, even though he knows very well how much he loves
to
him.
freaking put an act to
Did you hear
get
that?
it. No.
The only reason-
he knows exactly that Andy loves him.
The only reason that
here,
he
man.
said was because Andy ran out. He's like, I can't find Woody. And he's like, well, I look like a piece of shit now if I leave.
shit.
Please
All
stay.
right, so are we gonna delete?
Bros before bows. Bros before bows.
What?
Come on.
Oh my god, yo. This is
Ooh,
wild.
I predicted this before we started the
So,
podcast.
needless to say, Bo Peep, her character art was amazing being wrapped up in the fourth movie because they did her a disrespect in the other movies and didn't give her the chance to show her growth. They just wrapped it up nice for you in 4 and brought it back to the beginning to let you know, hey, even though you guys didn't see it because you didn't see every waking moment of her, because the only thing you saw was a stressful moment where Woody and Buzz were out the window and all this other stuff, and she was trying to talk to Woody in a romantic type way. That's the only thing you know about their life in Toy Story 1. You don't know any other moment in time. And to suggest that she could not have been strong in any moment in life is crazy.
All right, here's
It's
the next part.
crazy.
The sheep. Billy Goat and Gruff. You expect us to think that was the name? The name that they've always had. In the movie, she would be like,
what are you
oh, look at
talking
my
about,
sheep,
Billy, Joe,
my
and
cattle,
Gruff?
my girls. Hey, get my sheep off of him or something like that. Meanwhile, in the Toy Story 4, he was like, Billy Goat, Gruff, go get the curtain or something like that. He's like, they have names? You never told me that. You never asked. 6 years and she never said their name
Well,
until
why
that
does she need
moment.
to?
She a liar, madman. She a liar.
But no, that's the one time that he heard her say that.
Your argument makes no sense and
It's
has
like say if you had a
no
kid, and you
basis
named him
on anything.
Boy. You kept calling him Boy, but
The
then when he was
movie
12, you were
Toy
like,
Story-
Mackerel, go get the cup
Toy
or
Story
something
was
like that.
about Woody
Like, Mackerel,
and
I had
Buzz.
a name, you never asked.
They did not spend time fleshing out the side characters.
Well, I think
Well,
that if
that's
they
the
were
one
going to make her a
moment
main
you expect
character,
us
they
to
should have
believe.
focused on like the character development a little more. Maybe they should have
They
done
got rid of her.
it. Okay,
In 3,
but that's
yeah.
what
Because
I'm
no one
saying.
would want to Bo Peep
They
at like
should
18.
They should have maybe added a few more scenes of the in between of her life.
Exactly.
I do understand that once she was gone, she had time to obviously go through different things and have a different life, and that changes you. However, I feel like instead of shocking us with going from who she was to who she is, maybe they should have shown us a little bit more layer of what took place in the time that she was gone.
But they wrapped that all up really nice by letting you know, hey, in the first movie, you didn't see all of Bo Peep. All you saw
No,
was
I
that
don't
one
think-
moment.
I honestly, I think people change, and obviously they make these movies every 10 years.
Woody doesn't
and
change.
she was what in Toy Story? Because Woody has been with Andy his whole freaking
Buzz
life.
didn't change.
I mean,
Because
well, he
again,
did.
where
He
was
became a
Buzz?
loser in Toy
He
Story
did.
4.
And
change.
yes, he did. Actually, Buzz did become a freaking #1 loser.
The funny thing is that
Wow.
And
Woody's the
then
one
they
that
made the
experienced
Buzz
good character
Lightyear
development.
movie. Like, what a slap in the face. I was so excited to see his movie. And then it was
It wasn't his
Lightyear?
movie.
aside.
Yeah, that was
Yes,
shit.
because they used freaking Chris Evans.
Evans.
Is that his name?
It
Yeah,
was
Chris Evans, that's the
the movie that
So
the
annoying.
toy was based off.
Well,
All right,
and that was
chillax.
Andy's favorite movie.
That's what it, I mean. We're going deep about Toy Story here.
So it's like the rodeo show that they had.
Woody's
for
Roundup.
Woody.
He was based on a
Exactly.
toy. Or no, a cartoon or whatnot. Or a puppet show.
Anyways, the point is, I just feel like the transition in between, it should have been smoother.
It wasn't it wasn't smooth. It wasn't good at
smooth.
all.
I agree.
The
And
only
I think for someone that, like, maybe for people that are more for the new generation that's coming into seeing just this movie or starting here, that's a whole different thing, right? But when you're talking about people who like know these characters and they are going in expecting
I know the
something
characters.
else, okay. This is my perspective now. My turn to speak.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I think that in that perspective, if you're coming in, if you're attached to the characters, you're expecting to see them a certain way because it was really cool and exciting to see Bo Peep come back. And it's also very cool to see her be a badass, right? And handle her own stuff. And I just feel like they should have done a little bit better. It's the story, I feel like. It just needed to be more filled and more smooth.
So Bo Peep's story in part 4, you felt needed to be more
Flush out.
fleshed out.
Yes.
So you wanted them to spend half the movie, not you, just the. So you wanted them to spend half the movie explaining to you all the reasons why she's
Not
strong
explaining.
now.
Well, they
I
kinda
wanted a
did that. There was a
smoother
short movie called
transition. That's
Lamp
all.
Life.
They could have added a little bit more. They spent a lot of time on like nonsense, and then like even Bonnie, it started being about her making Forky, right? And then it took off with Forky and Bonnie was like gone or whatever. But like it wasn't smooth enough for me.
Yeah,
It wasn't.
I agree.
And I really didn't like what they did with Buzz Lightyear.
That's one of the worst parts of the movie.
Jesse was Jesse even in the freaking
Do you not
movie?
realize
That's the thing, too.
that
Woody and Buzz were
was
the only
taking the
original characters that were there the whole time. Everyone else was in the RV. Jesse was there for like 2 seconds. Everyone else was like barely had any screen time, and that was it.
Okay, Buzz was taking up the
Keanu
mantle.
Reeves, for God's sakes, was in this movie.
He
That's a
couldn't
great
save
part.
it. He couldn't save it.
It was so good.
All right.
So good.
come
So
on.
listen.
Keanu Reeves
Kaboom?
is
Do
John
kaboom.
Wick.
Yeah, he did good.
None of the characters in that movie that were new were
listen.
memorable.
That's what I feel like, right? I feel
Listen.
like, go on, see.
Buzz in this movie, if you guys just stop crying about the past and watch the movie for what it was, he was getting ready to take the mantle as the leader. There's only one leader in life in these places.
You
okay?
can't be a bitch ass and be a leader.
He was
you know
not
what
a
I'm
bitch
saying?
ass.
He was sitting there
He's not a
wondering,
bitch ass.
what would he do?
He handled it.
What am I going to do?
What happened when he
No.
stopped?
What did he do? But he
What happened when he stopped?
Did
degraded.
he stop? Because
Yes.
I can't even.
He stopped.
No.
And he
Look
solved
at this.
the
Look at this.
problem.
Look at this. See, money. He had a mental breakdown trying to get through a park. Meanwhile, in Toy Story 2, he navigated through a city, crossed streets,
Yup.
jumped through effing windows and shit. He went through all airplane
Cities
security
are
systems.
way
And he can't
easier
go to a
navigate
lavatory.
because of street signs. Okay, Madman, I'm gonna put you in the forest, and you tell me how the fuck to get from one place to the other with nothing but trees to take you around. Huh? To lead the
Buzz
way.
can glide somewhat.
outta
He
here.
can fly with style. We already confirmed that.
He cannot fly.
In Toy Story 1, how do you explain? He was falling down, he rose up and made they like
He
loop
literally
loops and
was falling with style. He says it to
shit. In
you.
midair.
You can't even. He's telling you the facts, and you can't
He
even
went down and he went
accept
up.
it.
He went up.
Oh, Buzz Lightyear can fly. He's a real boy.
No,
The-
son, this is falling with
Oh my
style.
God.
All right, so guys, we're talking about Toy Story, right?
It's been 2
We're
Yeah.
gonna
hours.
talk about Frozen 2.
We're gonna talk about
Bro,
part
screw
5
Frozen.
and
We
how
already know.
amazing
Frozen
the
3,
was
I'm
gonna be.
fine with it because I just want them to end it somewhat okay. Zootopia, I'm all for it. First one was great. A second one would be really helpful to the story and characters. There we go. Toy Story 5 was the only thing that pissed me off.
It shouldn't have pissed you off,
Well, yeah, it should have.
unless you're Madman from Toy Story 1 era. I think you get over it.
Well, see, money. You gotta admit, Toy Story 3 was definitely better than 4.
It was not.
It was.
It was not.
It was.
No.
The ending was better. The plot was better. The villain was
It was
better.
a way
the
better
character
movie.
development
There's no
was
way that you think you just trying to mess
unparalleled.
with him about this, but man, he's just messing with
I'm
you.
not.
Not to
I'm
mention,
not.
they incorporated
I just know you're
every
busy
character,
just
every
messing
little
with-
side character, Potato Head, Rex, all of them
There's
had a significant
no
role
way.
in the story, and they were never feel
And
like
that's
they were
exactly
too off
why.
the side
That's exactly
or pushed off
why
or
it
whatever.
wasn't better.
Especially, it was perfect. It was perfect.
No, because part 1 was the best version. You would say, correct?
The first one was not the best one.
I thought you told me it was the best.
I love the first one more
Oh,
because
okay,
that's
so
the
that's
one
not
that
the
I
same.
like.
No,
I feel
you
like
it's
that's,
not.
love it.
that's
It's
what
like,
started it all. You
okay,
know, like
so it's like
that's where the
Halo.
bonds were created.
Excuse me, it's like Halo for you, right? Because the first Halo, you love it more, but you are aware that it's not the best Halo, right?
That's 100% facts.
Exactly.
Exactly, that's
so
what Toy
how do
Story
you
is.
not understand what Mad Men
The first
is saying?
one's
I
still a
thought he
great
said that
movie.
that was his
Oh,
And I
favorite.
love the
Okay.
original.
Well, he's
but if
ex-
anything,
he's excited.
2 built off of it excellently. An excellent sequel in the sense that it built off what made it great and expanded on that with more characters and additional storylines that
So what you're
evaluated
saying
the
is you
mortality
hate
of these
Woody
characters.
and Buzz.
Oh
You can't
I swear.
stand Woody and Buzz. Woody is the worst character ever made
Woody
in a
is
Disney
an
movie.
excellent protagonist.
No, you said that the only reason the movies are better is because they focus on all the
I
other
heard you hate
characters.
No.
Master Chief
Woody and
I love
oh,
Master Chief.
Woody
I
and
heard
Buzz
you
are
hate
always
him.
Woody's
I'm
always
not
at the
talking shit
center.
about him.
and Cortana.
But Jesse's a character and how she was abandoned, that evaluated his principles and how his life with Andy might go. And that made him question his servitude and loyalty for one point. Until Toy Story 4 where they threw it all out, but still, you know. You see, it all went wrong after 4.
That was not clap-worthy. That was not clap-worthy.
I mean, Toy Story 3's ending, on point. Even though I like Toy Story 4's ending a lot, the third one just had a bigger punch, you know? You cried! You cried!
We already
Yeah.
covered that crying doesn't signify anything
Woody,
of any stubs.
he was my best friend for as long as I can remember.
Mm.
He'll always be there for you. Yeah, you feel the tears coming in yet?
No, no, because it was garbage.
Oh
Because
my
part
God.
4 is the real
C
deal.
Money's
Oh,
hot
come
takes.
on.
Toy Story 3 was
Don't
bad.
talk at us being spiteful because you don't
So if I
feel that
like
way
Toy Story
about
4 better,
Toy Story
I-
3. No,
I
no,
like Toy Story 4 better.
I said don't talk out of being spiteful and saying that part 3 was garbage because that's how we feel about part 4.
Okay, well, that's called tasting your
Look at
own
that, buddy.
medicine.
No. Because we've heard how much you like Toy Story 3 and how good it is. Yes, you just prefer the 4th one and you enjoyed it. But it was definitely different.
I have to watch Toy Story
Different,
4
you know.
again.
That's how they say, like, you know, it's
Maybe I'll
basically
watch
like
it
how they
too.
say how.
See what's
Imagine having
going
4
on over
kids.
there.
It's
One
so
of them works at Microsoft. The other one's an entrepreneur who's making billions. The other one is a massive computer scholar, and the other one's a 7-Eleven employee. You know, you gotta love them all. They're all your kids, but you know who's lacking. That's Toy Story 4, the 7-Eleven employee.
It's
So, you know.
really not.
I
All right,
hate
so
Toy Story 4 or
listen.
anything. It just lacks significantly in comparison.
It really doesn't. It's
The first
it's
3 were all
more
better.
thought-provoking than any of them. Actually, than all of them combined.
Toy Story 3 was undoubtedly the
Are we
most
about to start off again?
Actually-
Toy Story 4 was the best one.
Actually, Toy Story
Fact.
4 might be more thought-provoking. Like, it makes you think about how these things in your life, these people who
Did you just
surround
say
you,
that?
how they may not be there forever. They may drop you.
Did
at
you just say
any
Toy
moment.
Story 4 is more thought-provoking?
2. Imagine, the whole thing is that
Toy
Woody's having a
Story
choice
two?
because he thinks that he's afraid of Andy
Yeah,
ditching
that's a
him.
rough one.
Imagine if you're around people, you wonder if these friends or these even family members or people who are surrounding you might drop you one day, or you might not see him again. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Are you gonna
Jesse's got
live
it
life
rough.
always worrying
Man,
about
that
that,
sounds
or are you
like
gonna take
a-
the leap and take the
It's
chance
sad.
and end up living like having an important relationship with someone? Will you be scared of relationships because of that fear? That's what Toy Story 2 explores.
yeah, that's Jesse's whole
Story.
thing. Her
She
story.
had a relationship with a child. She didn't give a fuck about her.
She
Andy-
was
Well, no,
the
she
child's
eventually
toy.
didn't care.
He was afraid that Andy was gonna turn out that way.
way.
And it
But
turns
to
out
the
that yeah,
toys,
maybe he
this is
started
their
off like that,
truth.
but he lost his ish when he lost them, and they were in daycare. So it showed that Andy did care. He took a risk. He proved his loyalty enough that
Did you
it
say
paid off.
Andy
The love
took a
between them
risk?
is undeniable. That's what made the ending so powerful when Andy, even though he loved him so much, knew that Bonnie would make him happier. Which pisses me off why she hates him in Toy Story 4. They
There
made it
you
that
go.
he was in good hands now. Toy Story 4,
Exposed.
F you, bro.
Exposed.
You exposed Bonnie for a piece of
truth
shit.
Wait,
Bonnie
wait,
should be
wait.
canceled. Bonnie should be
Comes
canceled.
out.
Did he say "F you, Bonnie"?
The
Bonnie should be
truth has.
canceled.
I'm so glad we kept talking.
Why?
I'm so glad we kept talking and let you run your mouth until you finally admitted that you are butthurt that Bonnie doesn't worship Woody
Worship
like
is not
Alan
much.
did.
He
Alan?
literally took out his
Alex?
badge
What's
and
his
threw him
name?
off in the corner of the.
What's his
like,
name?
Imagine
Alan?
if you gave me a
What's
copy of
his name?
Halo. You're like,
Andy,
son, this
Andy.
was the copy that I had as a child. I'm
Bro,
like, okay,
bro,
dad, and threw it in
bro,
the game
you're
shelf and like
exposed.
banged it up.
You're exposed.
No, listen.
You've
Madman
been
grew up
exposed.
loving Toy Story, and the fact that Woody had
Toy
this
Story is so
toy-
old that I grew up loving Toy Story.
Okay, so
Well, the first two.
the fact, obviously not the same way, but the fact that Woody was like a toy that was passed down to Andy, and it was such a difficult thing, and it is difficult when you're watching Toy Story 3. It has a lot of it's very dynamic. So when you're watching Andy in his torment of trying to figure out what to, like, he feels like he's a grown up and he shouldn't be, like, he shouldn't have Woody, right? And then there's this little girl who wants him, but it shatters his heart to like let him go. And then he sees her playing with Woody, and she's like, and to him it's like, okay, this is gonna make her happy, because she, out of all the toys that he handed her, like Woody, she was like cowboy, like she wanted him so bad. And I guess what he imagined was that she would take care of him and have the fun that he had with that toy.
Bro, you got
Right?
me emotional. I'm not even joking.
And then
My eyes are watering.
That's
right
some
now.
And
clown
then
ass
God
shit,
damn.
man.
and then he freaking just gets dropped by her and not treated right, right?
She was like 3
Essentially.
years old.
Okay, but to him, because he grew up with Woody and Woody meant something to him. Listen, if he was watching that shit, he would have beat the shit out of fucking Bonnie. Like,
my
yo,
God.
why are you treating
Oh my
Woody like
God.
this, yo?
Toy Story 4 takes place months after 3. Like, it's not like it's that long of a distance. Like, 17 years later or something.
Listen, it's also a message about how the things you love, you keep close to you because nobody's going to take care of them or love them the way that you do, right? The moment you let them go thinking that somebody else is going to feel the way that you feel about the things that you love and take care of them like you do, man, that is a rude awakening when you find out that they will not. And that's
Especially a 3-year-old.
exactly. The betrayal from
What?
Bonnie
He's
is
literally
unbelievable.
going to college, and he's like, yo, this 3-year-old's gonna hold me down. First of all, wait, this 3-year-old I just met, this 3-year-old that I have no idea who she is. She says the word cowboy, and I give her Woody. And she's gonna love him because she's a little girl, and little girls are known
Well, do
to
you
love
remember?
cowboys.
Okay, do you remember Toy Story 1 and how like he lost it when he couldn't find Woody and he was
He was
at the
like
pizza
12
place
years
and
old.
all that stuff. He was
He absolutely
What?
was.
It's
grown.
17 or 18 or whatever.
In part 1?
No, in 3. In the first one, he's like, Woody's gone.
Yeah, he's like 10.
Yeah, like he loses it. So I think for him, he thinks that she's gonna have that same relationship with Woody
Yeah, that was a joke.
that he had, and that was
Jeez.
lies, lies.
You know, this conversation couldn't have happened if Toy Story 4 didn't come out. That would be a fun ending.
True.
You know what's funny? Somebody who loves Toy Story so much rather literally kill each and every one of them so that the world didn't get to see them again.
No,
How
no,
about you have that
said Toy
conversation
Story
with Andy,
4.
Madman?
This is unnecessary.
Huh? How about you have that conversation with him? Andy, I'm going to murder Woody because I don't want the world to see him
I'm
again.
gonna kill Woody, buddy.
Get out of here.
I'm a serial killer. I'm gonna kill Woody. But hey, it's all
Why
right.
do they
It's
keep
all right. See
making
money.
things? Guess what? You said you like part 3. Why didn't they stop after part 2? Oh, you like part 2? Why did they stop after part 1?
Part 2 didn't have an ending.
How about this, clown? Okay.
3 was just so perfect.
Another movie doesn't take away the other movie's existence.
2
If you
just
like
had a
part
fine
1,
ending. It had a
live in
fine
it.
ending. It was
Part
a good
2,
ending. It
live
ended
in
the
it.
story. There.
Part 3.
3 was perfect.
Live
I
in it.
think what they had that was good
It was perfectly
was
trash.
that what?
Oh my god.
I don't even know what you're saying.
Hey, C-Money, if it makes you feel better, I know that in a few years, Toy Story 4 will definitely move up the list after Toy Story 5 comes out, and it's definitely going to be worse.
Yeah, right. There you go.
You guys are loose.
I'm going to reevaluate Toy Story 4 and I'm like, hey, compared to this garbage, it's not that bad.
There you go.
Mm.
So I just listen. I hope I don't even know what they're gonna bring us. Never mind.
They're going
If
to bring
they
us
try-
an amazing
listen,
movie
if
with
they
Tim
try-
Allen and Tom
Back
Hanks
for the
as Woody and
holidays.
Buzz.
Give me a Christmas movie.
If they
Woody comes
tried
over
to-
for Buzz and I have a Thanksgiving dinner and shit. And
If
they're like,
they try
oh, wait,
to make
Bo
it
Peep.
seem like these toys found each other again, oh my god! No cell phone,
You know
no way
what?
of
You know what?
communicating.
They made more than one Buzz and more than one Woody.
No, that's gonna be weird.
And
You hate the
they-
multiverse? That's gonna be like a multiverse of
Yeah,
Woodies.
I know.
Well, that would be right up your alley, man, because every damn thing you say is you love the multiverse of everything.
Into the Woodyverse. Oh, bro, that would be epic.
Jesus.
My gosh, did you guys realize that we like talked over each other and everything? Like, how much of it is
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to be clear, or what's going to have to be
I don't know.
deleted?
I don't know.
Now, we don't do
That's
anything. We want
deleted.
this pure
This got
conversation.
very,
People have
very
to know the
intense.
truth.
very intense.
That
Yes,
Toy
the
Story
truth
4 is dog
is
shit.
Toy Story 4 is better than them all. Okay, next topic, Madman.
Shoot, there are more topics.
And
okay.
why are they making freaking Frozen 3? I
Oh,
know
Frozen
that
3.
it's bound to happen, but damn.
You know, I think that Frozen 2 is trash, but I feel like 3 is the final shot they have to improve on 2. Like, at least they can end on a semi-good note.
God, Frozen 2
Yeah.
was great.
It was worse than the first
Oh my
one.
God,
The first one was
this guy.
better.
Oh,
I agree.
man.
The second one.
Yeah, look at
was
that. You're not
nice.
even denying it. You're not even denying
I
it.
did. I said you're a mess.
The only thing that Frozen 2 has over 1 is the songs. Better consistency. Other than that, Frozen 2, the story was confusing and
Really
weird. The
not.
Doldrins and Arendellians for like 4-year-olds. Like, Jeez, they try to overcomplicate the lore to give it your world must be explored for the fans and stuff like that, and diehards. In
Did I
reality, they
bring
just
up
overcomplicated
Frozen?
a movie made
You
for
did.
toddlers.
Why?
And the movie was
Why? You were
uninteresting,
out.
unappealing.
Now you
The
got him
story was
talking to
boring.
himself.
Apart from the
About
musical
Frozen.
numbers.
Talking to us.
My lord, Anna was so annoying in that movie. Obnoxious. Hey, we do everything together. You don't leave me ever. You left me. Jesus, oh my God. I would have been fine if they killed her off, bro. They should have left her like Bo Peep and just never brought her back. Ooh, I got
So next topic. And what was the other movie they're
No,
making?
Zootopia.
stop.
Zootopia, that's the only one I'm happy about. Zootopia, go ahead.
No, they should
First-
not make it. It's trash.
No, Zootopia should not have
The first one
another
was
movie.
great.
It's garbage.
And it
it's the
was
worst
done.
thing. It was about
It's
animals.
over.
What are we? Back in the 50s? Snow White gonna pop out?
Snow White was the 30s.
Yeah, but in the 50s is when I watched it. Okay?
You weren't alive in the 50s.
That's not true.
It's not true. That'd be real. I'd be fucking old as dirt.
No, could you imagine?
Okay, next, please.
Next
I
topic.
was having
for
like, what
real.
the heck?
Okay,
Benjamin
so-
Button?
I don't know what's going on here.
The
Listen
CMA blocks the Activision acquisition deal in a major way. They're threatening Microsoft to drop Call of Duty or Blizzard from their acquisition. That's the word going around. But what do you guys say about this nonsense?
I think they're just doing a last reach to see what they can get Microsoft to do and to agree on, so that they don't have to keep fighting. I think this is their way out to see if they budge on their own, and
Yeah.
before they they move on into like a really embarrassing situation.
Yeah, I feel like Microsoft is just going to blow up the country of United Kingdom.
What?
Just and what I mean is they're just gonna take away all their consoles from there. Just delete Xbox from there. Say fuck them. You guys live with Sony and Sony alone. And we're keeping Call of Duty and we're making it exclusive now. Take that shit.
I think that Xbox doesn't play that kind of game. They always want to be,
No, they want to make their money from
Yeah.
everywhere. They make it from the
So-
haters. They don't care. Keep hating. Keep paying.
yeah, they're not going to do anything like that. But I just don't think that they will confidently continue in their path the way that they have if they didn't feel like this was going to.
Yeah. Like Phil Spencer literally just had an interview
Yeah.
and said that like he's more confident than ever it's going to go through.
Exactly.
And there were
So-
analysts, Michael Pachter and some other people who were saying that all this does is show them that that they're pretty much desperate. They don't know. They know that their legal argument is shot and they're just hoping to do it because they're like asking for stupid shit. Like they're saying that one of the like they gave them like options of how they can make this go through or make them be okay
make
with
them
this.
stop.
Oh yeah, just you could buy the companies. You just gotta get rid of Call of Duty, and let that be somewhere else. Like, okay, that's just stupid because who the fuck's gonna make Call of Duty?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. Number two, it was like, or you could just get rid of the Activision part, and which will include Call of Duty, and keep Blizzard and King. Oh yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna pay $70 billion for that, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Cut out okay. And then wait. No, the next one is you can you can get rid of Blizzard and Activision and Call of Duty and just keep King. Like what the
It makes
Like,
no
what
sense.
stupid ass
Yeah,
shit
that's
do you
not
think
the
you're
deal that they
asking?
made. Obviously, this is not what they're going to settle for. and
But
this
that's
is not
to
what's
show
gonna
how stupid it
happen.
is. But it is. It does say that they're that behavioral exceptions can be made, which is things like Xbox telling Sony, "Hey, for 10 years we're gonna keep it identical,"
Yeah.
and Sony rejecting it.
I feel like I read somewhere that I don't know, they were saying how if they make Call of Duty exclusive to Xbox X amount of like PlayStation owners said that they will just
Oh
buy.
yeah, I just read that.
Yeah,
It's
that
like
they will
25%
buy.
or something like
Yeah,
that.
that they will buy an Xbox
Yeah,
for the next round.
that will be the goal. Like, do you understand the conversation? How stupid it is?
Mhm.
What you're telling me that if you bought this company for $70 billion, that a good amount of people are going to want to come to your system?
I mean, honestly, that's
What?
ridiculous.
Like, why would
shut-
I
of
be investing
course.
that amount of money?
Like, of course, that's the point, to make a change. Guess what? PlayStation is more than double the base of Xbox.
Yeah.
So if they lose a quarter, they're still bigger than Xbox.
Yes.
Why are we discussing the idea that they'll lose like customers?
I
Yeah,
think
that's
so.
business. That's the whole
This is
point.
the big deal. We spoke about how much money PlayStation has versus Xbox, right? And I think that's the bigger picture, right? If Xbox gets their hands on Activision, right? Obviously, there are going to be a portion that will, switch over. And then what's Xbox next move, right?
Mhm.
And then what's the move after that? So, but and I think that's the picture that they're looking at with like not letting one party dominate. But I think that once we cross this bridge, then they can get a little more strict with things, right? We haven't seen what they're planning to do. We haven't seen how this can affect things. Um, but PlayStation's been ahead for so long
Mhm.
that it's just also like putting a thumb over someone as they're trying to grow.
Yeah.
So it's not fair, but I think the picture that they're looking at is like, okay, well, this is gonna take this amount, this percentage, and then what's with the amount of money that they have, we can't compete with that kind of money. So where is this all gonna go to? So I think that this is just the start, like I had stated before, but you can't put a thumb over Xbox and say you can't grow because potentially, PlayStation will lose its place.
Yeah. See, the problem is that just because the the Microsoft is huge doesn't mean that like Xbox is a separate brand, right? Like they built that brand up separately from Microsoft.
Mhm.
Like they ignored it for all this time until Phil Spencer took over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Like literally.
it's they built that brand. So like the fact that Microsoft has money and can add to it, great. But at the end of the day, you can't say we're gonna stop this from growing because Microsoft has a lot of money.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But at the same time, it's kind of like, yes, Microsoft was not looking their way for a while, right? But now
Mhm.
they are. So who's to stop them from saying, here, take all this money and go and
Okay,
buried everything
if
else?
it flipped and Xbox became the market leader and they sold more than double than the PlayStation, what's the problem?
I don't see
You know
a
what I'm saying?
problem with that. I
And I'm not
agree,
saying you're
but
saying it. I'm saying like the
I
way that they're
think that
looking
they
at it
should.
out there. It's only okay if Sony's the leader. So if Microsoft is the leader, there's a problem. That makes no sense.
It doesn't, and at the same time, they're probably going over the fact that because they are not as big as, obviously, money-wise, if they were to flip into that place and that income becomes much lower, then what is the direction that PlayStation will take?
But that's a personal problem.
I agree
Nintendo
100%,
figured it out.
but they're trying to I agree. But they're trying to talk about how they can't um they have to keep everything balanced, right? They can't go ahead and let one take over the other. And they have to be fair for consumers. That was their statement with this
But
whole
don't
thing
you
and
feel
why they're
like
trying to stop Microsoft.
if they're more than double the size in their gaming, that's unfair?
Agree. I'm all for Game Pass. I'm all for Xbox. I think that they're making moves and I'm starting to see how they're going to pay off. But I mean, something is going on over there and they're arguing
Well, they don't have
Um,
an argument. That's what's going on over there.
they've argued enough to keep it going this long, and I think the situation is that they've said it before. They said we don't want to, you know, take away from like we don't want to make it unfair, right? I just think that maybe that's the approach they're taking, or maybe that's what they're looking at money backing these
Listen, if
companies.
Microsoft said we're gonna make it exclusive and it's ours right now, as soon as we close, I'm taking it right off PlayStation. That's it. It's ours. We're not doing shit. Then maybe, maybe then you can start crying about how unfair it's gonna be. They literally offered. First of all, they already signed a deal with Nintendo
They did.
for
Because
10
Sony's being
years.
stubborn.
They offered it to Steam. Steam says, "Nah, we're good. We know you'll put your game here because
You're
our
Microsoft.
platform is worthy of you putting your game here." Sony is literally the only people who got a 10-year deal given to them by Microsoft and said no. And you know why? Because they know they could be little bitch asses. They know they're going to lose. They know they're going to lose 100%. But they can do all this because they know that as soon as it's over, they'll literally turn around to Microsoft and be like, "All right, good game, guys. We're ready for you to give us our 10-year deal, like you told everybody in the world.
Yeah,
And we're gonna
obviously.
keep getting Call of Duty for 10 years. Even though you hate us, don't matter because we win. We get it either way. Either you're going to not get Call of Duty at all, or we're gonna get it anyway. And we're gonna get a 10-year deal, bigger deal than we've ever had with Activision."
Obviously, they're very ballsy, very unapologetic, and they're just trying to create chaos around the whole situation.
Sony's cutthroat, but in like the
Yeah.
childish way possible.
Well, they're getting what they want. And I think that Xbox, the role that they play, it's yeah, here's your 10 years. Go ahead and sign it. And that's that. Where like realistically, that would all this nonsense and this mess that's happened will create for some bitter shit going on.
Mhm.
Meaning like not everybody would be willing to play so nice. And I just feel like Xbox will at the end of the day.
Well, if they buy it, yes. I think if they don't go through, if this deal doesn't go through for whatever reason, which I highly, highly doubt that that will happen, but if
Mhm.
it did not go through for whatever reason, I think Microsoft goes in. I think Microsoft takes all their money and starts buying all exclusives from these companies, just like Sony does. But Sony knows that Microsoft doesn't like doing that. So they throw their weight around like, "Oh, I'm buying this exclusive, I'm buying this exclusive." If Microsoft could literally take $1 billion a year and make Call of Duty exclusive, and that'll be for 69 years. Just the money that they were going to spend
Yeah,
on it.
I agree with that. And, part of me hopes that that's the route it takes. Part of me hopes for that because I feel like Xbox needs to grow a backbone where they're not playing this role that they have taken upon themselves.
But they've already put themselves out there like that. If they just
Yeah,
pull the
that's
rug
the
under
problem.
them,
And
then
it's almost it makes
they'll look like
it
losers.
it yeah, it annoys the shit out of me, to be honest. It's like it's such a pushover place to be in. That if that's the route they would take, if this doesn't happen, I kind of hope it does, and that they come in and freaking go ruthless and make
Yeah.
it happen and start crushing shit and if you have the money and the power to handle your business, then freaking handle your business. Stop playing this bitch ass game.
I mean, part of me feels like they're going to do that with other things if they do get Call of Duty. So part of
Listen.
me feels like they're going to go still spend money elsewhere and make it difficult for Sony. I feel like they will
This
go
is
in.
because listen, we're talking about competing. Let's compete and all this other bullshit. But like, then come out and be a fucking badass. Just like, listen.
Well, they can't do
Jim-
anything until this thing is over,
Yes,
and that's
this
what
has
we're
to be
waiting
over.
for.
But my concern is that they won't after this thing is over because of who they've been. So, as much as I don't like and as entertaining as it's been, this whole Jim Ryan, tantrum has been. Um, he is fighting, as stupid as he looks and sounds,
Mhm.
with in how little sense the things that he's saying makes. He's out there and he don't give a crap. So, you know, you got to respect that shit.
I mean, he's doing what he has to do for his
Yeah,
company.
that's what I'm saying. It's business. Business is business. So he is out there trying to make this stop in any way he can.
It's a never-ending hustle, you know?
But I just feel like Microsoft needs to take a page from that book and start being a little bit more ruthless.
I really hope so, because it's kind of sad.
Yeah, it is. It's pathetic. You can't respect. It doesn't matter how much money you have or how much you can buy. If you're a pushover and pathetic and weak, and that's how we see you, there's no respect there. That's all I'm saying.
For sure.
They're always too
For sure.
pro-consumer at times, you know?
Say that again?
They're a little too pro-consumer at times, you know?
But it's not even
No,
about the consumer.
pro-consumer part is fine. They need to stop this being nice shit with Sony. They need to say, you know what? No, we're not putting Bethesda's new fucking game on your system.
Well, they
No,
never
we're
were,
not
but-
letting you buy exclusivity for Final Fantasy. You know what? We're buying fucking Square. They're ours. Boom.
Yep.
Snatchies. We took
Yep.
them. Now you ain't got nothing.
Yep.
And
That'd
they ain't
be
worth
so
shit.
funny.
So ain't nobody gonna be able to fight us because we'll spend $300 million and get them all.
There you go. That's all I'm saying. If they and let people kick and scream for about, I don't know, 10 minutes, and then they'll get over it and it's done. Because I think those 10 minutes is where they feel under pressure and where the problems kick in. But like, just let people throw their tantrum. They'll forget about it, move on to the next thing in about 5 minutes. And that's that. You get what you need and what you want.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. All right, man. Take
Ooh.
us to the next one.
All right, so the Nintendo Direct of February 8th, 2023 revealed some hype games and info on some upcoming gems. Pikmin 4 gameplay has officially been shown, and it honestly looks really good, harkening back to the gameplay style of Pikmin 2, in which you collect treasure on an unknown planet. Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp is officially coming to Nintendo Switch on April 21st, 2023, and it looks smoother and more polished than ever before. Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games are coming to Nintendo Switch Online service, in which Game Boy games will be offered with a normal plan, while Game Boy Advance games will be offered through the expansion pass only. Metroid Prime Remastered has finally been confirmed and shown after years of speculation and rumors, and is already out digital, with a physical release coming February 22nd, 2023. I think I got that right. Some retailers say February 13th. I could be wrong. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom got a brand new trailer, and despite the graphical shortcomings, the game itself looks fun and just as free and exciting, if not more so, than the original, with even more polished combat and an even more intriguing story. So, what do you guys have to say about this?
I was really disappointed with the Direct. I feel like it damn near put me to sleep.
I feel like most,
It did. So,
you know,
like, look, I have it here, right? So they break it down, everything that was shown, right? So Pikmin 4, they started with a banger, right?
That
I was
looked
like,
really
oh,
good.
shit. They're starting with Pikmin 4? That's their opener? Oh, man. I could only imagine what's going on here.
Yeah.
Then,
no wonder.
Snooze Town, another expansion. Wow. So exciting. Thank you so much.
We gotta give
So
a
excited.
hand, but Advance Wars looks like it's gonna be really good.
All right. Well, we didn't get to Advance Wars yet. Sambo de Amigo.
Yeah, Sam de
Why?
Amigo.
No
He was
need.
a legacy Sega character.
Fashion Dreamer. Keep dreaming. Go to sleep.
Haha.
Leave me alone. Okay, this was cool, but we already knew about this.
Which one?
So, Return to Castlevania DLC for Dead Cells.
Oh yeah.
Right? So, we already knew about this. So, this was just like, okay,
Yeah.
great. Let me play it. Tron Identity. Why? Who asked for this?
Nobody.
Who said, yo, you know what's dope?
You
Tron.
know, the same people that asked for Toy Story 5.
Wow. That was unnecessary. That was unnecessary.
That was fire, Doodle. Oh my god.
No, that was unnecessary. Another one. Ghost Trick. Trash. Excuse me. Deca Police. Why?
Hey, wait, you said that game actually looked pretty cool when you saw
Yeah,
the trailer.
yeah. But it was like, because I finally woke up a little bit. And I was like, oh, wow. Okay. It's not the same thing. Yeah, sure. It would be cool. But then you know what I saw? You know what I saw? I saw this. Where is it? Come on. Come on. Just do it.
What are you looking
Be
for?
there. Be there. Right there. this nonsense. I thought it was going to be open world. Like, ooh, this is cool. I'm going to go fight and battle. No, just another freaking turn-based shooter RPG. Same thing. Whatever.
Mhm.
I'll see it and
When it
see
gets
if
closer,
when it
yeah.
gets closer, it gets reviews. Things look good. Great, maybe.
Can't trust the reviews.
That's true.
Because it feels like that anything that gets good reviews you don't like, anything with bad reviews you like.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
that's
it's
a good
weird.
chance. Bayonetta Origins. I
no,
actually was like, what the
no.
hell is this when I first saw it the other time that they revealed it. But then when I saw it here and I saw the combat, it's like, all right.
I think it's too different from
not-
Bayonetta. Like, there's no resemblance to Bayonetta.
Yeah, I mean, it's not
other than-
Bayonetta. They just made a game and they were like, oh, let's put her there. But this is, I mean, it looks all right. It looks like a Diablo type game, which I recently started getting into. So that's why I was like, oh, this might be cool. All right. Then you got Splatoon 3 expansion pack. Come
I
on,
mean,
bro. This is
okay.
the game.
Hey, there are people that are still big on Splatoon.
This is
you
the
know?
game. Nobody's thinking about this.
Well, to be fair, you're not. But there, it's like how
Oh.
you realize. It's like how you like Rainbow Six Siege is still going on.
You know what's
or
cool, though?
Some of our Destiny is still going on.
You know what's cool?
what?
When I speak and I say things, I'm just saying things that I want to say. Whether they're true or
You
not.
said no one's thinking about
Yeah,
like if it's
it doesn't have
official
to be
statement.
based on any fact except the things that I make up in my head.
Oh my god,
Disney Illusion
All
Island.
right, see?
That looks dope.
that looks charming. It's like it's got like a Rayman vibe. It's like
This is
Mickey
like the
Mouse
poor
Rayman.
man's Ori. Okay.
Sort of. Yeah, they revealed that at Disney Marvel video game showcase a while back, and the game looked cool. It still looks pretty decent.
It's cool. It's 4 players. We might play
It look-
it.
yeah,
It's
it
got
looks like
cool,
it would
cool
be
hand-drawn
fun.
style.
They just need to
Sans
put it
Daisy,
into
but
Game
still.
Pass.
Go back up. You
Yeah.
know, it reminds me a little bit, and I don't know if I'm a little it reminds me a little bit of Rayman Legends.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
true.
That's what we were just saying.
Oh,
Rayman
did
Origins
Did I not
Legends.
hear that? You guys
I don't know
literally
what I
just said that?
I don't know what I said anymore. I couldn't even if I rewinded it right now and listened it back, I wouldn't know what I said.
Well,
So no
that's what I
worries.
just saw. I didn't hear you if that's what you said.
Now, Fire Emblem Engage. Come on, bro. Game just came out. Why we're talking about expansion pass?
Well, I mean, the new characters, Crom and Robin, are in now.
100%.
And,
But why not just
Hector.
be in the game? If you're
That's-
ready, if you're ready so fast to talk about this, why are they not in the game? The game literally just came out.
That's because Nintendo's had this weird initiative: release games half made and then release a bunch of updates that are really just content that should have been there on day one.
Well,
Yeah.
Nintendo changed the
Yeah,
shit. That's
no, thank
fucked up.
Octopath Traveler. God, I feel like I saw this game for 84 years.
I feel like this game is 84 years old.
It's
Yeah.
cool, but it's coming to PlayStation, so it's gonna look better on PlayStation.
Yeah, but barely. And why? Like,
I mean, you play
Yeah.
the original one, right?
I
Did
just
you
feel
beat
like
that-
I'm be
did you
playing
beat
the
that?
same game if I play this game. And I barely wanted to play it the first time.
I thought you thought that you said Octopath was like
yeah,
the first time. I was
dope
like,
for a little
wow.
bit until I was done. Harmony: The Fall of Reverie? Who knows?
Reservoir.
These are the people who make the True Colors.
Life is Strange. True Colors.
Yeah.
Cool.
God. I'm
Good
sure
for
this
it.
would be fine to put me to sleep. Okay?
All right. Well,
So I won't be playing it. We love Katamari. No, we don't. Sea of Stars. Come on. Get a better name. Omega Strikers. Same thing. What? Who? Why? Who? Omega Strikers. If I see Mario Strikers and Omega Strikers, what am I going to pick?
by the way,
Neither of them, because they both suck.
yeah, that was.
I mean, Mario Strikers, the new one, was not that great. But do you
What
see?
is it?
What I know is that the
Which
Mario sports titles this generation with the Switch were terrible, bro. They were just half-baked games that they just kept dropping updates as content. Like Mario Tennis became good, and Mario Golf just stopped getting support after 6 months because no one was playing it.
You know what happened?
Mario Strikers got terrible sales,
Nobody-
by the way.
Nintendo did not think that the Switch was going to blow up.
No, they had all these in
So they
development.
were not ready.
And after the Wii U, they were like,
Yeah.
well, why are we even putting energy?
They were like, this is our last time. We're not making anything again because nobody's going to buy
Nobody's
it.
gonna buy it. Nobody's
And everybody
gonna
bought it. They were like, oh, snap, we should probably make some games for this.
it.
Like Nintendo Switch Sports, the same thing. I was
Advance
excited.
Wars.
It was a sequel to Wii Sports. It was, again, they hid golf from you. That's an update. Why is golf not there in the package? It's golf.
Don't know.
That's just stupid. Like,
Advance
even that,
Wars
the game, died.
It's
No one
like a-
talks about it anymore.
is like a cartoon now.
What's a cartoon now?
Excuse me. Advance Wars.
It was never a cartoon. Well, I mean,
said
no,
it's
no,
like
wait,
a
I'm
cartoon
silly.
now.
It was a Game Boy Advance game.
Yeah,
it
it
was
looks like a
pixels.
cartoon. I don't understand.
I think it had a cartoonish art style. It was never realistic.
knows?
But this is made from the folks who does like Fire Emblem and Paper Mario. I don't know. This game looks really charming, but it has like really good looking gameplay. I'm looking forward to it. I love the almost Studio Ghibli like art style, and the game itself looks pretty fun. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, then we got Kirby, which come on,
Kirby?
we literally just got a Kirby.
I mean, this is a remake of the classic Wii game Return to Dreamland.
They're
Which that
trying
was
to
a
turn
fun
this
game.
into Mario, right?
Kirby.
Mario's the only one that can be like, hey, we got a 3D Mario. Oh, guess what? We're also releasing a 2D Mario. Oh, guess what? We're releasing Mario Party, right? That's
They should
it. But
bring
that's
Super-
literally what they did. They did Kirby, the new big one. They're doing the side one. They did the party game one.
Oh
Like
yeah,
they're
they
really
did.
trying to
It's a
make.
Kirby
the
blowout. They're
Kirby game.
shoving it
But
down our
I
throats.
do-
We're choking.
I
on
do
it.
feel like the old Kirby games were better than these new
Yeah.
Kirby games that they're making. So I'm actually happy and excited about this one
The
because
Wii and DS, 3DS era was a good time for Kirby.
yeah, I
you know?
agree.
The 3DS ones are very good. So, I don't know. It's interesting for Kirby, Good to be a Kirby fan, I guess.
Yeah. Now this was actual good stuff here, which is Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games.
That
coming to
is
Nintendo
epic.
Online.
I'm going to check out some games for sure on GBA and stuff like that. And even Game Boy. I want to play Tetris the way God intended. Somewhat intended.
Tetris is the only game out of all of these games that you're seeing here that I actually played on a Game Boy.
For real?
I did not own a Game Boy.
What? Really?
I did not own a Game Boy, no. Nintendo was dead to me as soon as I had any sense.
But wait, did you
Sega
have like
came
a
out
Game
and it was
Gear or something
over.
like that in this place?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have any.
Oh my God,
I didn't have
ew.
any handhelds. I never played handhelds. I was never a handheld person. I played it because my cousin had a Game Boy.
How can you drop Nintendo for?
Because I hated Zelda and I hated all. I was growing up when this was coming out, which by nature I wanted to feel like a man, not like a child.
Well,
So I wanted to grow up, and this shit would not let you grow up. Everything was a cartoon here. I wanted to rip people's head off in Mortal Kombat,
and Sonic
and
the
see
Hedgehog
blood,
is going to do it
not
for
seeing
you.
green goo out of the other stuff. So
All right, fair enough.
as soon as I could, I bounced out of Nintendo. So now I can appreciate some of these things.
Wait,
So-
hold up.
Yeah.
Lies. What about the N64?
Yeah, after the N64, I understand. But what I'm saying, I never played handhelds, and I didn't care for any of the other stuff. I just played Mario and car stuff and,
Hold on,
and
so-
James Bond.
So give me a second. So hold on. So you went from NES, that was your bread and butter. Super Nintendo, F you, Super Nintendo.
I didn't
Be
have Super
Genesis.
Nintendo.
After Genesis, hey, is that or a Dreamcast? No, wait. Is that or a Saturn? So I'm getting with N64. After N64, you got an Xbox and a PlayStation 2. You wanted a GameCube, but you never got one.
Yeah.
So
And I wanted a Dreamcast, but I never got one.
So why didn't you buy a
Because I
Dreamcast?
wasn't a grown man buying stuff.
All right. So I think that the Nintendo Direct was just too long. They put too much in there instead of keeping us like excited
It was filled
with
with
what
nonsense.
everybody. Yes, which is that was the
Well,
problem.
everyone has its fans. There's a lot of RPGs here, which there's a lot of people. I mean, I like RPGs a lot. And, like, I kind of found it might be my favorite genre. But the ones that they showed were not that impressive. I mean,
No.
they had some interesting things that are like kind of cute to look at, like Professor Layton's back. Ooh, look at him and stuff like that.
Yeah, but
Well, now,
nobody
I don't know if
cares
you're
that
done
he's
with the
back.
list, but let's not forget Metroid Prime Remastered.
Yeah, that's where I am right
Fuck.
now. So that's the only thing that actually mattered in all of this.
That makes me excited. What they should do is that, like, I love how they remastered it. Like, it doesn't look like, GameCube version, like the Skyward Sword HD, Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. It looks like a slightly better, a slightly clearer looking version of the Wii game. Other than
Yeah,
that,
this
graphically,
wasn't a remake, but they cleaned it up like crazy.
like
looks
insanely.
good.
Like, you
and
see
the
re-
fact
looks
that
really good.
yeah,
like, you can see the reflection, the detail is
We should have-
surprisingly
I'm telling you, we
detailed for a
should play it.
Switch game, and a
Exactly.
remaster at that. They did really well with this. It makes me excited. Like, imagine they remastered, not like Luigi's Mansion or something like that, or other GameCube games from that era, or something like that.
Well,
I want them to remaster Mario Galaxy 2 for Switch. They already did one on the 3D All Stars. Do 2 and make it a full release. Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah.
Yeah, didn't this come out on the Wii?
Well, it was brought to with the Metroid Prime trilogy, but the game was originally a GameCube game.
Okay, GameCube. Got it. Yeah.
Samus, baby.
Oh, they redid the wait, hold on. They redid the controls. Meaning
Yeah,
that
I mean,
instead
that's
of having to
the big
stand in
thing.
place, hold your cannon, aim, fire. You get to hold it and shoot like a normal shooting game.
Yeah, no, that's
So that needed to be there. Thank God. So yeah.
see, look, another one of these games, Rain Cold. It looks just like the other ones. There's all like the same.
And then
Honestly,
after that,
it
to
looks a
close it
little bit
all
like
off, we
Persona.
have
Yeah, they
the
put it all
master class
together.
itself, The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Now I know what you're gonna say, C Money. Graphically, not that impressive. Yeah, fair enough. I noticed it too. But the game
You missed a
itself,
lot, bro. You skipped so much stuff.
because most of it is nonsense.
Yeah,
after
but
Metro.
we're going through it. Rain Cold was trash. Baiting Kaitos. Who the hell is that?
Bait and Kaitos. That was wait. That has more significance than you think. That was the games that Monolith Soft made before Xenoblade. It's supposed to be
Okay,
a great
but it
game.
doesn't. It didn't survive. This was Hunger Games, baby. It didn't make it.
Buying Kaitos about
Xenoblade Blade is the one that survived. This is dead to everybody, and it will 100% remain dead to everybody. This game will come out, 5 people will play it and say it was amazing. Everybody else will be like, "Oh, that's cool." On to the next one, and that's it. Fantasy Life: The Girls Who Steals Time.
That's sort of like an Animal Crossing wannabe. It was on the 3DS. I remember when it came out.
Yeah,
It's kind of cute for like the fans of like those
just-
kind of like farming sims. People who played on the 3DS
I
might
just
want to
can't
play the
get
new one on
past
Switch.
playing these old ass looking games. I feel like I've been playing for 48 years, bro. Like this is old shit. I don't want to play that. Professor Layton. Why?
Well, that's a very
asked for him?
that's like a
Who
like a
asked for him?
semi-popular
He doesn't
series.
even have an eyeball.
His students.
No, nobody wants him. New World Steam. He can't even. Oh, New World of Steam. Look at that. What is happening here? Mario
Now
Party.
this is cool.
Oh my
Mario
god, Mario
Party
Kart?
8
Yo.
Deluxe.
No.
They
Bruno.
put They put Mario Party 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pack.
Exactly. Wave 4. I can't believe now Yoshi's
No,
Island track
They
looks
said
pretty
Mario
dang cool.
Party. Mario
No.
Party.
See, Mario
Party.
Kart 8 Deluxe.
Right here, look, Mario Party 8 Deluxe.
You know I
Booster
can't
Course
see
Pack.
from where you are, right?
I know, but I'm telling you, listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. It's saying Mario Party 8 Deluxe
Ew,
Booster.
Mario Party 8. Actually, Mario Party 8 was pretty good,
They
but
messed
nah,
up.
that's
Yeah,
nonsense.
I love
This is
Mario
typo.
This was
Party.
cool. I mean, look.
It was
But
alpha.
this I'm excited for. We've had quite the fun playing the new courses, and it's nice how they release them like bits at the time.
Yeah, I like
This
these
is
new
a cool
courses.
looking
Yoshi's
course.
Island looks so good.
Yeah, it
And
does.
Birdo, they actually brought him back. That's cool.
Yeah,
Like,
that's really
and they confirmed
awesome.
that he's not the only one because they're gonna bring more characters into the future. I want Funky Kong more than anyone. Come on, just do it, Nintendo. Bring back Funky Kong.
Save Funky Kong for Mario Kart 9.
Mario Kart 10, because Mario Kart Tour is 9.
Oh, my bad. Let's save it for Mario
This
Kart
looks
20.
good.
There
Okay,
we go.
Mario Kart 20. Skip a generation. Let's make it look good.
He was only in Wii, but he was the best racer.
Like, come on. We've been literally having. When did this come out? 2014?
What? Yeah, Mario Kart 8 was 2014. It's gonna be 10
2014.
years old next year.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
I need a
that's
new
too
fucking
long.
Mario Kart, bro.
That's too long.
Like, look, it still looks really good,
It does.
but not like new good. It looks like, wow, really good for an old game. I want new good. No, like this. This is.
What are you looking at right now? I can't see.
Zelda.
Zelda.
Legend of Zelda.
That's the thing. It looks crisper, 110%. It wasn't the graphical leap that I think we were all expecting.
Yeah,
but
I didn't think
emotionally
so.
expecting. Like, we all knew it was a Switch. It was Nintendo. Obviously, it wasn't going to blow us away. But the art direction looks really nice. I love the world and, like, how they're using, like, the sky worlds and ish like that. And how there's, like, dragons. The story looks intriguing. It seems like it takes place after Breath of the Wild and, like, Link and Zelda are exploring this world. It looks like this monster, like, Ganon thing. And
Man.
like the Hyrule like castle and stuff like that. It looks like a fun game. The combat looks much better, much smoother. The environments are like more intricate and detailed, and overall more interesting. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a fantastic game. I guarantee it.
I think so too. I think it's going to be a great game. However, I did not expect. Expected the graphics to look better.
100%.
But the weird,
100%.
the crazy thing is, this kind of smooths right into the semi next topic, but not really. But basically, The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom is gonna make history for being the first party Nintendo game to be $70 at launch. Yeah, not $50, $70. No, not $60, $70. I know.
Yeah.
Why is it so expensive? I don't know. But
Listen,
Well, I mean, let's not be silly.
they have to join the party.
Everybody else is already at 70. Like, it's just
the
stupid.
fact that they haven't started this, it's it's time. See, this looks good.
Yeah, but it's the gameplay that's gonna be the problem for me. Like, obviously, you're gonna get those scenic shots that are gonna look great, and the game looks fine. But like, that's my problem. The game looks fine. Like, I'm sick of fine, right? Like, we've had fine. I played this shit ton of fine on Breath of the Wild when back then it
But
actually
you played
looked
it on the
good.
Switch, right?
Yeah, and it
And
looked
you're
good.
playing this one on the Switch
Again on the Switch, it's the same
as well.
shit.
So
Make me a Switch
know,
part 2.
Why they that as
very
cool as
nice.
Breath of the Wild sequel is, I would have rather them just do a new kind of legend, a new kind of world, maybe open world, but a new environment entirely.
See, but you want them to risk the only Zelda game that got any burn
yeah, because
whatsoever
that
in
game
life.
is huge.
Like, that makes no sense. Why would they ever say, you know what? Everybody loves this. Fuck that. Let's go ahead and try some random shit that people
You were
can
just saying
hate.
how it looks
This
just
is
like more
going
Breath of the
to
Wild.
sell
That's
like
it to you.
crazy.
Oh, it's gonna do great.
It's going
It's gonna
to
do great. I'm gonna
amazing.
play it. I'm gonna buy it.
Obviously,
And I'm
yeah.
gonna enjoy it. But I'm just it's not me being able to not enjoy, like, it's not that I can't enjoy the game. I just know that it could be so much better if we just had it on a new Switch.
Yeah.
Just hold it and do it. Now, what's gonna piss me off is that they're gonna do it. They're gonna come out with the new
After
system
everybody
next
buys
year,
it,
and then they're gonna come out with the remake or the
Yeah.
remaster for the new Switch, and I'm gonna be pissed because I already played it for God knows how
But you're
long.
still
I'm not
gonna
gonna
do
want to
it.
replay it. I'm gonna buy it and then play it again.
Yeah.
What?
for sure.
That's the problem.
Yep.
Nonsense.
It's like Sony. The Last of Us came out in 2013. 2014, Last of Us remastered. Oh,
And
wow.
I bought it and I
so
played
much.
it again, and I beat it again, and
Right.
now freaking so long later, and I did it again.
You look at your life and you're like, Jesus, where did it go wrong?
The hell. Listen, it's this whole $70 thing. It's ridiculous. It sucked when Sony did it, but Xbox did it now. Even though Xbox waited till they had games worthy of it, which are next gen only games, which makes sense. Now, that being said, there is a problem with the fact that Zelda is releasing this game on the same old ass system, so there should be no extra costs because it's old as dirt.
Well, remember, the original Breath of the Wild released on Wii U as well, so it had to be held back a bit to work on that thing. So this is technically a step up, whether you want to see it or not, you know.
I mean, it's not that I want to see it. I do want to see it. The problem is I can't see it because it's not. It's just,
It's not crazy enough. like,
yeah,
you know.
it's just a little crisper and they put you in the sky. Guess what? I lived through BioShock. BioShock was amazing.
Bioshock Infinite was
BioShock
through the
Infinite
sky,
was in the
right?
sky and it was fire. Okay, so dope. So this is gonna be great. He can skydive now. He can just jump off of things and float. But then how do I get back up there? Do I have a new, like, do I have a ladder in my pocket and I just put it up somewhere and it goes 550,000 feet in the air?
I don't know. See, that's the personal problem. But I think you guys are gonna enjoy the crap out of that game.
It's gonna be a fantastic game.
You're
I
gonna
guarantee
enjoy
you.
it.
Everyone's gonna be hating. We're gonna be
I'll
hating on
play
it,
it,
and then it's gonna
for
be
sure. I gotta
absolutely
play-
incredible.
I gotta play.
But
the,
however, the graphics will still stink a bit.
Breath
It
of
will,
the
you know.
Wild first.
Yeah, we're gonna do Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, and
we
I want to
just got so many new bangers coming out back to back
Yeah, I agree.
that it's hard to hop off of the new shit to play the old shit. But we'll
Well-
find a lull somewhere.
It is. It's a lot of these games are up for pre-order, and good luck if you are trying to get the
I
collectors.
want the collector's
Oh my
edition.
lord!
Of course, you want the collector's.
Meanwhile, you
edition.
spend like
and
20,
you want the
30
amiibo.
minutes
Find
talking
it,
like,
okay?
oh
Yeah,
my
I got
God, this
you.
game
You gotta
looks
hawk
so
that shit.
basic.
You buy it immediately.
I got you. But yeah, it's hard to catch, but you know,
There it is.
there's the
luck.
amiibo.
That amiibo looks dope.
Yo,
The amiibo looks
insane.
really cool.
That looks
Mhm.
dope.
Oh, he got his
The
cybernetic
collector's
arm or
edition
whatever now.
looks average, but still, whatever.
You gotta have it because it's Zelda.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
For sure.
That's the
how can
thing.
you not?
Zelda definitely has the most acclaimed entries in any video game franchise. That's for sure. Majority of them are deemed masterpiece. You know, it's just Zelda. It's another beast of its own. You know.
Yep,
Yeah.
Well,
I agree.
I will say that Hogwarts Legacy is amazing
Yes.
because I saw it here. Let's talk about a real good game that
Oh
looks
wow!
like
Wow!
that looks
A
like it
real
put some
good game.
energy into
A
it.
real good game. Okay. I see how it is.
That not only did I spend 70, I spent 80 because I got the deluxe edition.
Ooh.
But
right.
no, it's fine. The price is fine. That thing was. You know what? You know what the real big problem with all these things are?
Mhm.
Aside from Xbox, this last one that Xbox did, um, man, have I been let down by these events, dude.
Yeah.
Like every time I'm like, all right, they gotta show dope shit here. They gotta show dope shit. The Game Awards,
That was
Mhm.
okay.
what it was pretty whack, dude.
And
Game Awards have been on decline when it
where
comes
they
to that
got
part.
played was with Xbox not bringing all their content like they normally do. Because had they brought everything they showed on their show, it would have been super thrilling
Yeah,
and
I mean, it would have
exciting.
been dope
But
to see that
with that
stuff.
said, I think it's better for Xbox to go ahead and have their own shows, showcase their stuff the way they want to, and it be all about them, you
Yeah.
know? Because I feel also like when they do all of these grand reveals on these award shows and stuff like that, it's just, again, it just gives an opportunity for people to just go in and start really going at it. Like if
Yeah.
you are an Xbox fan and you want to see what they have, you're gonna go check out their direct, right?
Yep.
So it's just cleaner to have them showcase their own stuff to their fans. Like you know that
Yeah.
your fans are the ones that are logging in to watch.
What I wish they would have done
Mhm.
is, and I understand it. They didn't want to screw Jeff because there's a certain amount of people, a certain amount of Xbox fans that watch Jeff's Game Awards just to see what Xbox shit was going to be announced.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to tell everybody that, hey, we're not going to be here because that would have hurt his numbers.
Yeah.
So I get that. But what they should have done immediately after that, like, hey guys, I know you didn't, like the fact that we weren't here at the Game Awards, but we have our own show coming the end of January. Be excited, be ready. We're gonna show off some games. Like they should have did it
don't
right
think
away.
So I feel like that would have felt more like a slap in the face. Look, we didn't bring your stuff. We didn't bring anything to show at your show. And then
Well, a slap to the
on-
face of Jeff.
yes, and then on top of it, we're gonna use this opportunity that the spotlight is on us because we didn't bring anything to go ahead and promote our
That's probably
shit.
exactly why they didn't
And
do it.
it looks a little shady. So had they done it that way, it wasn't okay. The way they did it with, especially with that music, high, low,
Hi-Fi Rush.
hi-fi rush.
Yes.
Like the way they did it was great. The way they came out, released that game on that day, it was perfect, and that's what they needed to do.
they
So
really did.
and I see this is just a little taste, right, of what I expect them to be. They got a lot of heat for not bringing in and their previews and everything, right?
Mhm.
And they just tried to calm their fans down because you guys were up in arms.
We were.
Yes, throwing a tantrum. And I try to calm you down.
You
But
did.
but they tried to. Like they were like, don't worry, we got big things coming or whatever they said. Um, and they took care of what they needed to take care of. They knew they were going to release this game on that same day that they did the direct.
Mhm.
They knew that they wanted to showcase all of their games together, do more of like what Nintendo does, right? And instead of saying, well, they're not going to like it, we're going to get criticized for not doing it at the war show. Like they didn't care. They went and did what Xbox had to do for Xbox. And I think they need to take that approach for a lot of things, you know?
Yeah.
And like that would be awesome. Like I'll have a lot more respect for them by acting that way.
I agree.
Well, they're on the right path now going forward, but I hope that they don't fall back. I hope they have a banger of a show for E3, which is coming up faster than we even realize it. They're gonna do a Starfield show, which is gonna be coming up the next few months. Now, everybody's thinking that Starfield is gonna, and it was leaked, but it might be fake, that Starfield is gonna release on 3/23/23.
Ooh, that's super cool.
That'd be
So they
pretty
like
nice.
that's their thing. They like releasing it on
Yeah.
special. So that's why they released Skyrim 11/11/11.
I love that.
They
Yeah,
were
that's
gonna
dope.
release Starfield 11/11/22, but that got canceled. So now people are thinking 3/23/23.
That'd be pretty
Nice.
epic.
All right.
So but they're gonna have a show too. So you figure that might be by the end of this month or the beginning of next month. They have that show. Then come June, E3, and then we know
Keep
what's
it
going
going.
on.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Yeah.
all right, man.
All right.
Last topic. Bring it to
Allow me to clear my throat.
do you want to give us a letter?
So,
Oh
Free
my
money?
god.
what
Oh
happened?
my god.
What happened?
Wow. Yeah, we need a letter. That letter is gonna. Did we start any letter?
Yeah, we
No,
did.
not at all.
We did one letter.
Did
Which
we?
one?
Yes.
Which one?
I'm gonna say it again. First letter. K
Yeah.
is in kite.
Mhm.
Second letter. O as in Oscar.
There we go.
Do one more. O as in Oscar is the third letter.
Okay.
So to repeat, K-O-O. We caught up real good.
Real fast.
All right.
Real fast. Good thing we had those letters top them. It's that damn Toy Story.
I know. You guys got crazy.
Oh my god, we got a little nuts.
It got real.
Jeez. Oh, I still feel the trauma. All right. Let's get to the final topic here. The first part of Attack on Titan, the final season, part 3, has been revealed to be 1 whole hour long and will release in Japan on March 3rd and overseas March 4th. This is the first of 2 special episodes that will bring the 10-year story of Attack on Titan to a close. It will officially end the final season, being the final part of the third part of the first core out of 2 cores. So what do you guys have to say about this?
I'm very interested to hear what you have to say about this, Madman, because I know that.
Jesus Christ, I'm excited. Yeah, the show has started back way back in 2013. I hadn't seen it yet. I was way too small to even know what it was. But seeing it now, or fairly recently, the show has had an unmatched. It's basically pretty unmatched in the realm of like television in the way it builds its stories, how it interconnects this plot lines. That the most minuscule little lines, if you rewatch like in like the first episode of season 1 or like a couple first episodes. There are so many little words, little statements, little nods that are just so tiny and pathetic, but are so crucial in the final season and how everything kind of weaves together flawlessly. How they reinvent characters that were not there since season 1. How they reevaluated the villains or the heroes, or like the protagonist turns evil and they have a lot of villains that have become different people over the course of the series. And they reintroduce and reinvent characters seamlessly in the show and expand on the story and basically what came before while paving the way for what comes next. And they did that geniusly. The final season was a huge 180 from the first 3 seasons, even giving us a new protagonist, Gabby, and having a whole different side of the world called the Marley and like that. It all takes place in this like world where like there's like a wall, a ginormous wall that is enclosed in basically what they think are like the only humans and stuff, and the Titans are monsters and are always trying to like kill them and shit and stuff like that until they actually eventually break down the wall. And as the story continues, you start to learn more about the Titans, and it turns out that there's a whole other world beyond there and like that. There's a whole civilization that they haven't even heard about. 4th season, none of the characters return. It takes place completely in that world, acts almost as if it's always been in that world. And basically, it turns out that Titans were actually humans and stuff like that. They turn into Titans and stuff like that and terrorize the Eldia and stuff like that for reasons that would be a little complicated to break down on this podcast because I don't want to get into it. But yeah, after a lengthy history and stuff like that, they really, Aaron actually fucking goes and he decides that he's going to kill everyone outside the walls after he learns about their secrets to basically make sure that they are the dominant race of Eldia and ish like that, and that they are gonna continue civilization for years to come, and that every other being outside the walls are monsters, even though only a couple people are actually evil outside there. And basically, it's now everyone has to stop Aaron before he literally obliterates the effing world with a rumbling, which is literally gonna flatten the entire Earth. Yeah, it's something else. It's a great show, and I think that it's definitely one of the shows to keep an eye out on. It comes out only a couple days after The Mandalorian, which Mandalorian's gonna be a banger.
Ooh.
I'm excited. So yeah, this is gonna be
Alright.
pretty hype, and I'm looking forward to it. This is the final season. No, well, I already said that. The final 2 episodes. This is only gonna. There's only 9 chapters left of the comic. So rather than making a bunch of episodes, it's so short, so little of them
Yeah.
that they just went crazy with the animation and production, and they're going all out with it apparently. And even though they're supposedly changing the ending a little bit, rumor has it, because the manga ending was not that great apparently. So I don't know. I'm intrigued. I'm excited. It's gonna be.
How
something.
long are the episodes? There's 2 more left, and how long are these episodes?
The average episode's 24 minutes, the average episode, and basically like that. These episodes are going to be an hour each. I mean, I could only assume the second episode's going to be an hour. But yeah. So it's really something special. It's something, like it's obviously it's incredible in terms of its story and its characters, character development. Yeah, there's a lot more that you can go into it with the show, but obviously I'm not going to go on forever about it on the podcast. So,
Now, considering the fact that it's one of your favorites, are you disappointed that it's coming to an end, or are you content with
I'm content, very content.
Okay.
It is a long story. There's 80-something episodes by now. By these, it'll be 90 episodes by the time these 2 release, or 89 or something like that. So I think that I'm happy with it ending, and the story kind of needs to come to a close because they couldn't keep it up forever.
Yeah, no, they definitely can't. They definitely can't. My question is, how does it feel to know that it's going to lose to Spy Family?
Spy Family
And
doesn't
the
hold a candle
awards.
to Attack on Titan. I'm sorry. I like Attack on Spy Family.
saying.
It's a really good show. But, sorry. For viewers who are not aware, Crunchyroll is having their anime awards, and Anime of the Year nominees are Ranking of the Kings, Licorice Recoil, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, Demon Slayer Entertainment District, and of course, Spy Family and Attack on Titan Final Season Part 2. Attack on Titan Final Season Part 1 won Anime of the Year last year, up against like the Jujutsu Kaisen and such. And this year, the big one that is basically the 2 front runners are Attack on Titan and Cyberpunk. People think Cyberpunk is actually gonna win this one, but I think Attack on Titan is still gonna beat it. IGN actually gave the award to Cyberpunk, despite nominating Spy Family. So I think as good as Spy Family is, it's not gonna beat them. It's just not.
Can I ask you a
It's
question?
not as good. It's
Can
not
I
as
ask you a
good.
question?
Huh?
Did they not nominate Attack on Titan?
They did nominate Attack on Titan, but it lost to
But-
Cyberpunk.
So I feel like you're selectively pointing out that Spy Family lost to Cyberpunk and completely ignoring the fact that Attack on Titans lost to
You know how
Cyberpunk.
huge Attack on Titan is?
But
In
it
2021,
lost.
Attack on Titan, the final season, was the most in-demand television show
But
on any platform, streaming, cable, of anything that was available that year.
But it lost.
It won one year. In
Ooh,
part 2,
one year. But it
IGN's
lost
not
this
the-
year.
What Crunchyroll decides is what goes. I think Cyberpunk has a high chance of winning, but Attack on Titan is probably. I think it will beat it. I have hope for it.
But it
Spy
didn't
Family
beat
doesn't stand a
it
chance.
already.
So
It's gonna be beaten by either Cyberpunk or Attack on Titan. That's the outcome.
So I can only assume, how are these decisions made? I can only assume it's by watch hours, no?
Well, it's not that simple.
just
There's
pick whoever
there's
pays
a
them the
board
most.
that actually votes on this and
That's the
discusses
only way
what
Attack
they
on
feel
Titan's
is the
going to
winner.
win.
And stuff like that.
The only way they'll win. is if
Listen,
they
I've
pay 'em
never
off.
seen Attack on Titans.
Yeah, you gotta stop talking trash, C-Money, because I watched Spy Family and I have an opinion on it. You have not seen any, and you
First of
automatically
all,
think it's worse than Spy
Let's
Family.
let's back up to the fact that you were talking hella shit about Spy
Before
Family
this all
before.
starts, can I please get
I had
another
already-
letter?
Well, yeah, say it before it becomes
oh.
Toy Story 4
yes,
Part 2.
Yes. Letter is G, as in good luck, Attack on Titans, because you ain't winning shit.
Bro, the first episode of Attack on Titan
Here we
demolishes the
go,
first
you
episode of
guys.
Spy Family. I like Spy Family, but it's not Attack on Titan. It's like when
Yeah,
the
it's
Game
good.
Awards this year and Stray was nominated.
You've
for Game of
never
the Year.
seen Attack on
Hey,
Titans.
it's cool
so
that
you
it got
can't say that.
nominated. Well done.
Just
But do you
poking
think
the
you're
bear
actually gonna win?
I know.
No,
with a cub.
you're not. Sorry. Attack on Titan is basically the Elden Ring of this year, and Cyberpunk is the God of War Ragnarok.
You know that Cyberpunk won. So,
IGN's Game of the Year. But what is IGN though?
got it.
They're Imagine Gaming.
And then
Network,
fast
not
forward.
anime.
What's Crunchyroll? What's Crunchyroll?
Crunchyroll? That's all they are. Anime. So they would know.
So
it
when
better than
they
anyone
lose
else.
to Spy Family, then you're gonna have to bow down and admit on the podcast that you were wrong, and Spy Family is in fact the best
anime of all time.
I didn't say
In
of all
fact,
time.
no,
Why-
I'll say that.
why we have to
I
go
am
to
so
all
confident.
time?
I'll say that Spy Family is the greatest anime ever created.
Oh my
I'll
gosh,
say
you
that.
haven't?
Okay,
I will
it's
say that
recorded.
if it's true. March
It's
4th, the
recorded.
winner is revealed. Mark my words, Spy Family will lose. It's a fact. 100%.
Okay.
It'll
But
lose.
are you saying Spy Family will lose, or are you saying Attack on Titan's going to win? Because
I'm
if
saying-
Attack on Titan doesn't win, then just know 100% it lost to Spy Family.
No, I'm saying Spy Family's going to lose because Attack on Titan, I think that as great as Attack on Titan is, the Cyberpunk might win for
But you
brand
understand
recognition. Brand
that if Attack on Titans doesn't win, it's still lost, and it didn't win over Spy Family.
Well, think about this.
If
You can see
anything,
plenty
Spy
of
Family
people.
took the votes that would have
It's simple.
went to Attack on Titan.
Look at Metacritic.
and
Look at the
brought it down.
reviews. Attack on Titan rates significantly higher than Spy Family. Spy Family is like a 7 to 8 at the most. Attack on Titan, this part 2 has one of the episodes released called Two Brothers is the third highest ranked episode of any TV show in history on Metacritic and IMDb. Like a 9.
Yeah, but who reviewed it? You know what I'm saying?
Not
Spy Family, where's that
Not
rank?
me.
I don't know. Probably a 70
So,
on Metacritic. I'd
I've
imagine,
never
maybe
seen
80.
Attack on Titans, and I have
Titan.
watched Titan. I have watched Spy Family, and it's actually really, really, really
Now, I will admit,
That's right,
I liked it
Doodle.
more than I thought I would.
Let 'em
Well,
know.
I'm not saying that it's better
Let
than
'em
Attack
know.
on Titan.
It is
because
Attack on
Get
Titan. It's not
on.
better than Attack on Titan. There's no way.
Damn! Get him!
Attack on Titan's better.
Get him! Let him know, dude.
You all have
Let
to
him
watch
know.
at least the first episode of Attack on Titan, then you're gonna be eating your words. Here's the thing. I actually saw Attack on Titan as a joke. I thought for a long time I thought the Titans looked weird. I thought the story was kind of ridiculous. Now I'm like, this looks so stupid. But I hear people saying how it's a masterpiece. It's amazing. People I know are like, it's so good. You gotta see it. How have you not seen it? Why haven't you seen it? And I'm like, Jesus, I'm gonna hate watch this ish, and I'm gonna show you all that this is pure garbage. It became my favorite anime of all time. So, you can't judge a book by its cover. You gotta see it for yourself.
So, does that mean that your judgment is horrible?
Oh my god!
Does that mean
No,
that
that means he didn't try
that
the show.
mean that Madman's judgment is trash?
My Hero Academia was the same thing. I didn't. I
That
thought
what
it
it
was
is?
like a generic superhero show until I saw it myself. And the early seasons of My Hero Academia are pretty great. So
What the hell is
Yeah,
my hero?
there's-
What are you talking about? What are we switching my
I said
hero now?
no. My Hero Academia is the same story. I thought it was very popular. I remember the first 3 seasons when those came out. It was super popular, and I was like, it looks like a generic superhero show and all that. Obviously, there's a lot more to it. First season, definitely generic superhero show. Season 2, incredible. It did a fantastic job of fleshing out its world and its characters and redefining the superhero in that manner. And season 3 continued that. Season 4 was great, the first half. The second half was just okay. Season 5 was just pure garbage. Season 6 is good, but the pacing was a little off in the beginning, but it's finally getting better. You see, it kind of went in decline. The movies have stayed consistent, however. The animation budget went away from the show to put towards the movies, which that's not exactly good, but hopefully the Spy Family season 2 doesn't get its budget taken away for the movie. So,
Well, after this victory, nobody's taking his budget away.
yeah, that's a joke. That's a funny one. Hey,
This
whoa!
is a reality. Attack on
twist, plot
Titans
twist.
knew that they were making Spy Family, and they were like, "Oh shit, we better end
Oh
this.
my gosh!
Oh shit, let's end it now so that we can try to get out of this at a high note before everybody forgets about us." Yeah, that's
Aaron's
about right.
cooler than Lloyd.
That's first of all, nobody even know who Aaron is.
Everybody
Everybody knows who
Yeager.
Lloyd is.
Yeah, he's much more well known than Lloyd. Hey guys, who's Lloyd? Lloyd, Lloyd.
Lloyd is pretty smooth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's a smooth criminal. You know what? Aaron is he is so much more complex and much more intriguing than any other anime protagonist that fits a generic Tanjiro or Deku or Goku or ish like that. How they all, or Naruto, are they all, or Luffy, are they all have the all cheery? Oh, I just want to save the world and be amazing and ish like that. Aaron's there's a lot more layers to him. He doesn't care about just the world itself. He cares about his goals and has more ambition than any other character, and that drives him. Whether that drives into a good or what makes him a good or bad person is debatable. But what is undeniable is that he has more passion than any other protagonist, including Lloyd. I'm sorry.
I would say that we should not disrespect.
It has to happen. It has to happen. You guys have to see it just so we can sell this debate.
I'll watch it.
And also,
I'll watch
fun fact, y'all. The Wit Studio, who animates Spy Family, did the first 3 seasons of Attack on Titan.
You know what's a fun fact?
What's a fun fact?
You just unboxed an Aaron figure, didn't you not?
Yeah.
And that Aaron figure I'm not mistaken. Got you know what? Who's this guy?
Aaron Yeager.
On
Eren
Persona.
Yeager.
Forget everything I just said.
And also,
That's
are you drunk? Mikasa. I unboxed the Mikasa pop. It got over 3K.
Forget everything
So
I
yeah,
said.
be
Forget everything I
quiet.
said.
Oh my gosh.
Forget.
We're like, I'm
everything
sorry. I'm
I
gonna
Yeah,
have
he's
to
looking so
take a seat.
crazy right now.
Listen, I thought I knew what I was looking at, but I didn't. Okay?
Oh
So
my
let's
What are you looking
god.
at
fall back.
right now?
Fall back.
Oh,
What are
I
you
wish
looking
you
at?
had finished that
Mm-mm.
sentence.
Oh my god, it was
Papa
Lloyd.
ain't
You're gonna
no
call him other this one.
fool.
I'm like, no way, that's just Lloyd. Sorry.
Oh my
Did you talk
oh.
smack about Lloyd? the
I'm sorry.
greatest
I like
character?
Lloyd, but Aaron is has so much more depth to it.
Oh
than
Listen,
my
Lloyd.
everybody hates
God.
Aaron now.
He's debatable. He's like who's a
You just-
controversial
look,
character?
nah, he's
I'm trying to think.
debatable.
I'm trying to
I
think.
know you
Nah,
guys
he's
are on some
debatable.
other
He was the
level.
greatest
You guys are
person
on
ever.
play
Everybody
mode
loved
today.
him. But now
No,
it's
people like
debatable.
him more. Like some people just hate how he is. Now he's basically Hitler now in the show. He has an agenda to kill everyone and shit.
Well,
Now,
that will probably become a problem,
Yeah.
right?
But the
Now-
problem is that obviously there's a lot more to it. The funny thing is that people say he changed, but no, he never changed. It's either one as a small. It starts with him as a child.
Okay,
And
Toy
he said
Story
that out
4.
there, he said that there's like the Titans, stuff like that break through the wall and kill his mom. And he's like, I swear to God, I'm gonna kill every Titan out this wall and every monster that lives outside the walls. Bitch, like years later, he poses as a random person, Mr. Kruger, or he changed his name or whatever the heck, goes into the Marley continent, lives out his life for 4 years, observes the people, and defines them as monsters and decides they all need to die. So look at that. He never changed. People just realized who he was. A determined badass. And I'm sorry, Lloyd.
Like a psychotic murderer is a badass. to you.
No.
Got it.
There's more to
Now
it though.
understood.
He's obviously is not him.
Yeah.
He
I wonder
is
how
I
the class
started
goes
again.
when they start talking about Hitler and
Those
shit.
are the people. Those are the people that killed his mom, who killed the people he loved, who killed his
So
friend.
those innocent people killed his mom.
Yeah, no. They're not good. Like obviously, it's a misconception. It's a weird circle. And we talk about protagonist. Gabby is a new protagonist. She has a hatred towards the Eldians because after he kills a bunch of the people that she loved, a bunch of her friends were killed by him, children, women, men, a bunch of people. She swears that she's gonna kill all the Eldians just like he wants to kill all of them. And she becomes older, and she is determined to kill his people, just like he killed her. The whole idea, it's a metaphor of war.
So pretty
How
much it's
war
just
doesn't
kill.
solve
That's
anything.
the show, right?
War is a problem. War is not a solve. It doesn't solve anything. They pointed out in the show itself. But war is a
that's
Yet they
cycle that
continue
never
to do
ends. And obviously it's like the show becomes more focused on the side characters like Mikasa, Armin, and the other Survey Corps. And they have actually the other Marleyan villains like Rainer and Annie and stuff like that, who are bad guys deemed to be. And that they were raised on the idea that Eldia was these monsters who were hoarding all this stuff from these people, and that they were these evil bastards, just like how the Eldians were raised that everything outside those walls were evil and like hatred and stuff like that. When they realized that none of it was wrong, it was these stuck-up people, only a couple people in these territories that were evil, and that everyone else were just trying to be peaceful, and that this war that they threw them into and these brainwashing methods that they have to try and pose each other as enemies created even more war and a never-ending cycle of hatred. And that's
Wow.
where basically the general message lies, that war doesn't end anything. It's just an endless cycle
See, that brings
that
us
needs to be
back
broken.
to the first topic that we had about how it's just a few doing this whole harassing people about playing the video game,
Mhm.
and it's not as a whole that we should be looking at that. That's really
Exactly. There are bad people and good people in any group of people, any kind of
Exactly.
person. That's exactly what the message of the show's about.
so. I will,
Not
I will
everyone is
check out,
bad.
Damn,
no
so,
matter
like,
if one
even
person's bad.
this
I
is
will
better
check
than
out-
Toy
No matter-
Story 3.
Aaron's
I will check out the
mom
show.
was killed, and he thought that every person of that kind was bad and deserved to die. That's not the case. They show plenty of good people in the final season in the beginning. There are plenty of people who just want peace, who are genuinely good people, and who were killed in his rampage because
So
of the
where
misconception.
is this show available?
On Hulu. On Hulu has everything. Netflix only has the first season. And Crunchyroll has everything as well. So yeah.
All right. Nice.
And
Thank
see,
you,
Money,
Madman.
we'll play a betting game. We'll guarantee you that by the first episode, you'll realize that it's better than Spy Family.
All right.
All
I'll
right.
take that bet.
Game on. All right. Jesus, I feel like I just started a revolution or some shit.
I mean, you definitely did for yourself.
I reevaluated the show in my head. Holy cow. And anyway, that was a successful Madman podcast.
Well, it wasn't that successful because I didn't get to say that the last letter is I,
hey.
as in igloo, or like I am right, and Toy Story 4 is the
Oh
best.
my gosh.
Oh my god.
Or
I'm gonna
I
vomit.
am right, and Spy Family
Hot
is
takes.
better than Attack
Toy Story
on
4 is
Titan.
the best one. Blah. Spy Family is the best of all time. Blah.
Wow.
Oh my
Do you see? I'm going to clip that, right? And I'm going to delete the sound effects and just have him say the statement
Should make
that
a
is
meme
true.
out of it.
The facts that exist are that I was right and you were wrong. And
Well,
we
And
will
I
we're
don't
gonna
want to take this the
continue.
bipolar way because I like Spy Family a lot. In fact, I like it a lot more than I thought I would.
You thought we were going to end this
It's
show.
just not better than Attack on Titan. I can name you 9 other shows that are far better than Spy Family.
Go ahead, name one.
Kill la Kill,
Wrong.
Chainsaw Man,
Wrong.
Gurren Lagann,
Wrong.
My Hero Academia,
Wrong.
Sword Art Online,
Wrong.
Angel Beats,
Wrong.
Demon Slayer,
Wrong.
Cowboy Bebop,
Wrong.
No Game No Life,
Wrong.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Wrong. I'm still waiting. Where's the one that's better?
You're just gonna say no to everything.
I didn't say no.
Of course
I
he
said it was wrong.
is.
Wrong. Wrong.
The Witcher.
Oh, that's close.
Oh shoot! You didn't say that. Wait, what? You said Witcher's close?
Yeah.
Bruh.
No. The
Bruh.
Netflix series. He doesn't mean the
It's all right. It's all right. You know what? I'm gonna lose my voice. I'm gonna lose my voice.
Yeah, I
because of
think
how
so.
wrong this man is. I swear. Now, to be fair, Anya's the cutest thing in the world, but like, still, apart from that,
Look
let's
at him.
just
He
chill.
can't even
everyone.
stop gushing about Spy
Oh
Family.
my gosh. This
He
was
can't
listen,
stop gushing
guys,
about it.
I said it's
He
good. It's
is
just not Attack on
obsessed
Titan
with
good. I can
the
I can
show.
make a 3-hour video
He is
about the
obsessed.
excellence of Attack on Titan, and I just don't want to keep going too long. So with this podcast doesn't become 5 hours.
Obsessed.
I'm not obsessed.
Obsessed.
It's just
and,
an excellent series.
and with that,
This was awesome. You guys, thank you for the laughs.
you're welcome. We try.
Oh, I really tried.
This was fun.
Oh my God,
Madman.
Chainsaw Man! I forgot how good that was.
All right. Let's get us out of this chill right now.
Oh yeah, that was a Madman podcast, guys. If you like this, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Mark our Madman. Out.